What's going on, everybody? Happy Tuesday evening. It is indeed another day, which means it's another chance. Ripping some of that cardboard gold. I'm Jeff here with Card Lines. I got Nolan rocking with me again tonight, and we're going to get into some trouble with baseball tonight, my friends. We're going to do a couple Heritage Hobby Boxes to get us going tonight from 2025. Then we're going to do a little 3-box Donruss Hobby break. Then we're going to get some Bowman in there, 25 Bowman and Donruss mixer. And we're going to finish it off with an absolute glutton of a break, but it's going to be fun. A half case of 2021 Topps Jumbos. We're going to kind of fly through the base on that one, and hopefully we get some good hits in there. So that's what we got in store tonight. A lot of baseball, a lot of hits on this all-star game evening. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. Metal and Angel, great to have you guys as always. Appreciate you. Appreciate the support as you all get settled into this show tonight. If you're watching live, pop into that chat. Let us know how you're doing. Play along on the hit counter. Tell us what's going on in the sports world. Tell us what's going on in your world. Keep it family friendly, of course. Other than that, though, let's have some fun. Play along in the chat. Play along in the hit counter. And let's see what we can do. Greg, what's going on? We'll see if we can get you a couple nice schemes. How about that? So let me get our schedule off. You guys can follow. Lou, what's going on, man? You guys can follow along on the top right in terms of how we're tracking on time. I'll do my best to stay on course with that. We should start the Donruss break 585 at about 8:15 Central Time. We should start the Bowman Donruss break about 9:15 Central Time. And then the final break 587 of the Jumbo should start just a little after 10 o'clock Central Time. So that's what we got going on, my friends. Here's our 2 boxes of Heritage on the hit counter. If you guys are not familiar with the hit counter, haven't joined us before, first of all, welcome into the Card Lines family. We appreciate having you. That is how we do some giveaways when we break here on Card Lines. And tonight we're going to do giveaways for each of the 4 hit counter for each of the 4 breaks. The giveaways, you earn those by earning leprechauns, and you earn those leprechauns by playing on the hit counter. In this case, there is 4 teams that I have chosen, and if we hit a card from that team, inserts count, so this could get high. If we hit a card from that team, there was empty box number 1, then that's going to go on the hit counter. So you guys tell us which team is going to get the most cards out of those 4 teams. And if you get that correct, you're going to get a leprechaun in your name. Also tell us the total number of hits between all 4 teams. And if you get that right, you're going to get a leprechaun in your name. So there's 2 leprechaun up for grabs in each break. All those leprechauns that you earn are going to race for you at the end of the night. And we got some packs to give away. I got some more 2024 Select Baseball. So some great chance at still can get some schemed rookies in there, some Churio rookies, Jackson Merrill, and all those guys. So play along in the hit counter, have some fun. About halfway through the break, we always give you a chance to update your predictions. And those 4 teams, by the way, are the Padres, the Royals, the Nationals, and the Brewers. And so tell us which 4 the 4 you think is going to get it. Now, there is a theme or a reason to those 4 teams. And Nolan doesn't even know what it is yet. But I picked these 4 specifically because they represent kind of a unique and cool trivia. So if you guys can figure out, first person that can pop in the chat what the commonality is of those 4 teams and why they're in the hit counter, I'm just going to go ahead and give you guys a free pack if you can get it correct. We don't even have to get a leprechaun. You're just going to get a free pack for it. So see who can figure out what those 4 teams are in the hit counter for tonight. What their commonality is. Let me get the rest of the packs open for box 1. And then we will get ourselves into box 1 and see what we've got. Guys, Heritage has treated us very well. For some of you that may remember, not too long ago, we got a hot case every box had a redemption in it. It was absolutely phenomenal. I would love if we got these are boxes from a brand new case tonight. So I would love if we could repeat that history. Also, we'll go through. Let's see. You got no one from these teams are in the All-Star game. Lou, that is a very good guess and a fun guess, but that's not the answer. Angel, that's a phenomenal guess. Those 4 teams are from the, I think the original 1967 or 1969 expansion of Major League Baseball. So they do have that commonality, but that is not why those are the 4 teams that were picked. But you were on the right path. If you're searching those 4 teams and coming from the expansion, you might just land upon what else those 4 teams have in common. So keep it going. They might all be chasing a wild card spot. I don't know, but that was not the reason. I also want to say thank you guys to Kevin on the Braves and the Diamondbacks, Jared on the Orioles, Donald on the Red Sox, Kevin on the Cubbies, Christian on the White Sox and Reds, Kevin on the Guardians, Christian on the Rockies, Michael on the Tigers, Chase on the Astros, Richard on the Royals, Steve V on the Angels, Jared on the Dodgers, Michael S on the Marlins, Richard on the Brewers, Christian Twins, Keith Mets, Christian Yankees and A's, Kevin on the Phillies, Chase on the Pirates, Michael on the Padres, Christian on the Giants, Chris G on the Mariners, Michael S Cardinals, Kevin on the Rays, Steven S on the Rangers, Kevin on the Blue Jays, Christian on the Washington Nationals, and the non-baseball spot. Guys, thanks for grabbing those, and good luck on each and every one of those spots. None of them have ever been in your kitchen. That's not the answer, but that's a great one. All right, here we go, guys. So see if you can figure out those 4 teams, which are original expansion teams for Major League Baseball, but what else might those 4 teams have in common? Now, that is a great Cheers reference, by the way. Merrill Kelly going to get us started for Kevin. Drew Romo, Jacob Hurtubise, Josh Lau. I got to make sure. Double check the team. William Contreras is our first Brewer, and that's going to be our first hit counter. Corey Seager on the Reimagined for Texas. Congratulations, Stephen S. on the Corey Seager Reimagined. We got a rookie blue border Nacho Alvarez Jr. for the Braves. Carlos Santana. Junior Caminero having a great year for the Rays. Yandy Diaz, Logan O'Hoppe. Matt McLean, Royce Lewis. Our first chrome is going to be Isaac Paredes. And our first mini diamonds is going to be Emmanuel Clase for the Guardians. Nope, Angel, that's not it, but keep the guess coming. 2 of the team, well, yeah, the Nationals were Montreal. The Brewers were Seattle. But that's not it either. Good guess, though, Greg. Will Benson, Noelvi Marte, Carlos Correa, Hunter Green's a nice one for the Reds, Byron Buxton, Curtis Mead, Gustavo Campero, rookie for the Angels, Joey Bart, Anthony Rendon, Kyle Gibson, and Mickey Moniak for the Phillies. Taj Bradley for the Rays, Nico Cavadas. Joan Duran for the Twins. Hey, we got a buyback for the Braves. Vic Carell on the buyback. Congratulations, Kevin. Look at that empty stands behind him on the picture. Congratulations to Kevin. For the Nationals, we got C.J. Abrams blue border. Congratulations, Christian. Now, guys, I'm pretty sure I'm a little rusty on all of the short prints. So we'll go through, as we're sorting them, we'll go through and any short print will get sleeved up and taken care of. If I catch them or Nolan catches while we're breaking, we'll show you guys on screen again. But I'm not going to turn every back over just because I want to not bore you guys too much looking for short prints.
I go through while I sort.
Yeah, no one goes through them.
So.
Mitch Haniger, JD Martinez, Devin Williams, Ryan Housley, Luis Robert Jr. for the White Sox, and Rhys Hoskins for the Brewers. So the Brewers get on the board again. I'm not gonna lie, I expected these 4 teams to perform a little better. But we're early in the box here. Walter Pennington on a rookie chrome for the Texas Rangers. Congrats, Stephen S. Shea Langoliers, Mason Montgomery, Chris Bryant, Jez Chisholm, Tyler Phillips rookie, Robert Suarez for the Padres. Padres on the board. First runs batted in league leaders with Judge, Ramirez, and Rooker. And so we're going to randomize this guy off at the end between those 3 teams. We got Kobe Mayo on the insert. Congratulations to the Orioles, Jared. Hunter Goodman on the mini diamonds for the Rockies. Isaac Collins, rookie for the Brewers. Herson Waldrop, rookie for the Braves. Lopez, Kerry Carpenter. Masataka Yoshida. Lucas Ursig for the Royals. And we've got at least one in all 4 hit counter spots now. Griffin Conine for the Marlins on the rookie chrome. Travis Denard, Dominic Fletcher, Garrett Cole, and Kevin Gausman for the Blue Jays. I'll go one more stack, and then I'll give you guys another clue on the what those 4 teams are. Jake Berger, Victor Robles, Jake Cronenworth. There's a Padre. And our first father-son up on the board. It's going to be randomized between the Yankees and the Phillies. Roger Clemens and Cody Clemens. Then we got a blue border league leaders. Going to be randomized between the Cardinals and the Guardians. Alec Bohm for the Phillies. Nacho again for the Braves. Malloy for the Tigers. Trey Turner for the Phillies. Sean Burke for the White Sox. Kikuchi for the Angels. Here's our first non-MLB. It's Horace Mann. He's the father of American education. Christian, congrats. Blue Diamonds of Tyler Glass now. Tris Speaker, Aaron Nola. CJ Abrams for the Nationals. And guys, as I break these open right now, I'm pretty sure that the auctions have started ending for Topps Chrome Basketball. We've got basketball breaks going on tomorrow morning, or tomorrow, a lunchtime break, I think it is, for Topps Chrome Basketball. So pop onto our eBay shop and check that out if you want to get any of those spots. Did I get that? I got the Nationals. Okay. Trevor McGill for the Brewers. Alec Burleson, Kyle Schwarber, Nick Sogard for the Red Sox, Severino, J.P. Crawford, Jake Rogers, Marcus Simeon, Blake Dunn rookie, Alex Bregman, and Andrew McCutcheon. Pudgy might know the answer. He is a big, he's a big trivia guy. He's not on yet though. Drew Thorpe for the White Sox on the chrome. Congratulations, Christian. Young-Hoo Lee on the blue parallel for the Giants. Sonoja for the Marlins. There's Vladdy Jr. for the Blue Jays for Kevin. Brian Ramos. Wilson Contreras. Corbin Burns still with the Orioles here for Jared. And our hit is going to be for the Royals. We got a game-used bat memorabilia, Salvi Perez for the Royals. Congratulations, Richard H. Salvador Perez on the game-used Clubhouse collection. Congrats on the Salvi Perez, Richard. And the Royals get their second one on the hit counter. Mark Vientos on the mini diamonds. Eugenio Suarez, Jose Caballero, Teoscar Hernandez, Ernie Banks for the Cubbies. Jackson Jobe is a nice one for the Tigers. Congrats, Michael. JT Realmuto. And we've got a flipped around Johnny Bench. That is going to be the silver reimagined. Congratulations to the Reds, Christian, on the Johnny Bench. Spencer Horwitz for the Pirates on the mini diamonds. Christian Walker, Willie Castro. Shota Imanaga on the Gold Cup for the Cubbies, Kevin. Marco Luciano. Roberto Clemente for the Pirates, Arcia. Miguel Amaya on the Chrome Refractor for the Cubbies. Kyle Schwarber, Sonny Gray, Mike Trout, and Spencer Steer. Batting leaders, Bobby Witt, Vlad Guerrero, and Aaron Judge. So that is going to get the Royals. We're going to randomize that one out, and the Royals are going to get on the hit counter. Clayton Kershaw just reached 3,000 strikeouts. That's pretty cool. I love 3,000 strikeout stats. Connor Norby, Ryan Bliss. Blue border, Marcel Ozuna for the Braves. Brewers with Tobias Myers. Adalis Garcia. Another father-son. It is Kevin and Craig Biggio, Astros and Royals. So that is going to get the Royals with another one. Donovan Solano, Javier Assad. The Brewers are going to get a numbered Christian Yelich to 99. Congratulations to the Brewers spot, Richard. Christian Yelich, green chrome to 99. Sweet card for Richard. Congrats, Richard. There's another chrome for the Mariners of a Rosarina. And a mini diamond of Marty's guy, Juan Soto for the Mets. Keith, congrats. Leave it up in honor of Marty. Did I hit the hit counter for Yelich? I don't think I did. Levi Jordan, Greg Jones, Jose Iglesias. Tyler Gentry, rookie for the Royals. And Hassan Kim for the Padres. Michael Conforto. Strikeout leaders, Skubal, Reagans, and Gilbert. There's a Royal in there in Reagans, so the Royals going to get another one. Andrew Abbott, Caden Dana, Joey Loperfido, Jacob Wilson for the Athletics. Congratulations, Christian. This guy's still batting like 330. Likely going to win the Rookie of the Year. Congrats, Christian. Nationals, Keibert Ruiz. Guerrero for the Red Sox. Ian Happ for the Cubs. Andy Pages for the Dodgers. Schwarber, blue border for the Phillies. Graceffo. There's Ellie De La Cruz for the Reds. David Festa, rookie. Cantillo, rookie. Luis Angel Acuna, rookie for the Mets. Congrats, Keith. Yober Diaz, Angel Martinez. Austin Gombert on the mini diamonds for the Rockies. Xavier Edwards, Zach Neto. Josh Young. Christian Mina, Lindor. And Hunter Biggie for the Rays. There's a chrome of Mel Ott. Ryan McMahon, Kai Bush. Max Meyer. Bryce Miller, Jaden Hill. Sean Manea. Lourdes Gurriel. Lane Thomas for the Guardians. Blue border Aaron Nola for the Phillies. Kevin. There's Christian Yelich again for the Brewers. Bryce Harper for the Phillies. And Jonathan Cannon for the White Sox. Mickey Mantle, Grant Holman rookie. George Springer. And Nikola Tesla on the non-MLB for Christian. Congrats on the Nikola Tesla. Corbin Carroll, mini diamonds for the Diamondbacks. Kevin, congrats. Shane Baz. Jackson Churio Gold Cup for the Brewers. The Brewers leading the way right now at 8. Brendan Donovan. Julio Rodriguez for the Mariners. Brenton Doyle Torres. We got the 1985 through the years insert Dwight Gooden for the Mets. Congrats, Keith. AJ Puck. Frankie Alvarez. Reese Hines. Ariati. Belozo. Varsho. Seth Brown. Brian Wu, man, from the Mariners on the chrome. Jake Rogers on the blue border for the Tigers. And Bo Naylor for the Guardians. All right, so let's get box number 2 going. We'll have those league leaders to randomize off. We're at the halfway point for the hit counter. So guys, start thinking about where you think we're going to end up on the hit counter. We got 220. The expansion, Greg, the expansion one was kind of already bought and that brought up, and that is on the right path to the answer. They were all expansion teams, but keep searching them. I'll give a clue in just a second that'll help you guys out. There's empty box number 2. So guys, we got up to 20 on the hit counter. Right now, the Brewers, Bill, what's going on, by the way? Welcome in. Good to have you. The Brewers in the lead at 8. The Royals in second with 6. And then the Padres and Nationals trailing with 3 each. We got up to 20. So you take this time now, as some of you are doing already, to update which team you think is going to end up holding on, if it's going to be the Brewers or someone else is going to roll in, as well as what you think that total number we're going to get to is going to be on the 4 teams. And again, if you guys get one or both of those spots right, we're going to write a leprechaun in your name. At the end of our 4 breaks tonight, those leprechauns are going to run on your behalf, and they're going to give away some packs. I've got a handful of 2024 select packs for baseball. I did just pull them out of a fresh blaster box, guys. And normally you can tell each blaster box has either a mem card or an auto. And if it's a mem card, normally you can see a thick card right away, and you know which pack has the mem card. When I pulled these packs out of the blaster just before I went on screen, I did not see a thick pack. So I think we've got a live auto in those packs that we're going to give away. And so I hope whichever one of you guys wins these packs, I hope that you have an auto when you open them. If you do, feel free to always send us a story or hits pics of your big auto that you pulled. Hopefully it's a good one. And onto that clue to see if you guys can get this. I am going to say I've got to downgrade the win now to just a leprechaun because this should make it a lot easier. I will tell you that the commonality between these 4 teams is that they had a specific player play on all 4 of those teams. And there's only so many players that have played on 4 teams in Major League Baseball. So if you search that, you'll see there's some commonality. There's a specific player that played for those 4 teams. And whoever can get that player correct at this point, no one will add a leprechaun for you guys at the end of the night. Pudgy, what's going on, man? How you doing? appreciate the plug. I'll start shamelessly plugging like and subscribe and all that stuff once we finish up the first break, but I always appreciate the support. Great to have you. So get those hit counter predictions in, how you think we're going to do, and start sleuthing around what player played for those 4 teams. You might find 1 or 2, but the first one to specifically put in the name of the player that I was thinking of when I put those in is going to get a leprechaun. And that is it. Greg, congrats. You were the fastest one on the search buttons. Greg, it is Matt Stairs, played for all 4 of those teams in his career. And that is what made me choose to put those 4 teams on the hit counter. So Nolan, if you can, please add a leprechaun to Greg to race for him at the end of the night. See if you can't get one of those select packs. Here we go, guys. Let's get into box numero dos. We got Horwitz for the Pirates, Carroll for the Diamondbacks, Shunk for the Rockies. And predictions are now closed, guys. Good luck. Hopefully you guys get some leprechauns. Jose Miranda, Vaughn Grissom. Our next reimagined is going to be Mookie Betts for your LA Dodgers. Jared, congrats. David Festa on the rookie mini diamonds for the Twinkies. Christian. Joe Ryan for the Twins. There's Juan Soto again for the Mets. Josh Rojas. Jordan Lawler, Fremmer Valdez. Mitch Keller. Christian Yelich for the Milwaukee Brewers. And that is a chrome as well for Yelich. There is Jose. I can't say his last name because my phone will go off. And he's a short print, so I recognize that one. Jose S. from the Mets on the short print. Congrats to the Mets spot, Keith. There is Big Christmas, Jensky Noel. Jorge Polanco, Hunter Green, Byron Buxton, Garrett Crochet for the Red Sox, Sandy Alcantara. And we got an auto in this one, guys. Mason Miller on the red ink. Congratulations to the A's. Christian. Mason Miller on the real one's autograph number to 76, guys. 28 out of 76. That's what we're talking about when we're talking about a heritage box right there. 1 out of 2 on the autos. A real one's red ink autograph. Mason Miller. Christian, congratulations. That is a big dog right there. Hand numbered 28 out of 76. That's awesome. Super, super cool. All right, let's keep it going. Zach Neto on the mini diamonds for the Angels. Peterson, Spencer Schwellenbach rookie, Hunter Goodman, Brian Ramos, Yuri Perez, Mitchell Parker for the Nationals. Nationals have been a little quiet for a while. Colton Cowser on the Gold Cup for the Orioles. Luis Ariz for the Padres on a blue border. And this guy just hits and hits and hits. Adrian Del Castillo, Luis Gil, Will Wagner rookie. Ryan Helsley, Vlad Guerrero again. Edmundo Sosa. We got Woodrow Wilson. President Woody Wilson for the non-MLB spot, Christian. And I'm thinking, Nolan, in the first box, I may have missed the bicentennial card. So double check those for me. Ellie De La Cruz on the mini diamonds. It might have been one of the mini diamond cards because those, you can easily miss the numbered ones in those. Congrats on the red spot, Christian. Dustin Harris for the Rangers. Ozzie Albies for the Braves. Jace Young for the Tigers. Logan O'Hoppe. Devin Williams. Rizal Iglesias. Colt Keith Gold Cup for the Tigers. Bryce Terang for the Crew. And the Brewers are the first ones to hit double digits. And Terang is a short print, by the way. Congrats, Richard, on the Terang short prints. Brandon Nimmo, Kumar Rocker. Brandon Drury. Kobe Mayo for the Orioles. Pedro Leon. Runs batted in, Shohei, Ozuna, and Arrays. So that's going to get the Padres a ticker. Nico Horner for the Cubbies. Jake McCarthy. Jake McCarthy is a short print. I'm starting to catch back up to him again. There you go, Kevin. Jerkson Profar on the for the Padres. Brendan Rodgers, Duke Ellis, Kenley Jansen, Yogi Berra. I'm not missing the bicentennial on this one, guys. Or this isn't even the bicentennial. This is just 93 out of 150. A blue chrome Bob Gibson for the Cardinals. Michael S., congratulations. The all-time All-Stars, Bob Gibson, 93 out of 150. Congrats. Okay, it may not have had one. They're not in everyone. Aaron Judge on the silver insert. That's a nice one for the Yankees. Congratulations, Christian. Christian's heating up here in box 2. It's a nice Judge. Jackson Merrill Gold Cup on the mini diamonds for the Padres. Michael, congrats. And I think Jackson Merrill's a short print in this set. He is. So short print mini diamond for the Padres. And the Padres have come storming out in 2. Hey, there's that Paul Skeens we were looking for, Greg. A Gold Cup. Hopefully the start of some more actions on the Paul Skeens. I'm still going to top load him. Even the Gold Cup is still top loadable, I think. Brent Rooker. Manny Machado for the Padres, who are just coming alive in box 2. Father-son, we've got the Blue Jays and the Nationals. Vlad Guerrero, Sr. and Jr. So the Nationals going to end up on the hit counter. Kopech from the Dodgers. Luis Matos from the Giants. Perfect. Jordan Lawler, Chrome for the Diamondbacks. The Biebs for the Guardians. Goldschmidt for the Yankees. Churio, record breaker for the Brewers. Tyler O'Neill, Zebby Matthews, Lance Lynn. Adel Amador, David Peterson. Noelvi Marte on the mini diamonds for the Reds. Stanton for the Yankees. Chapman. Nolan Shanwell. Tyler Stevenson. Shohei Ohtani on the record breaker for the Dodgers. Congrats, Jared. JT Ginn, rookie for the Athletics. And Jackson Merrill, another short print Chrome. Jackson Merrill. This one's not the sparkly one, but congrats to the Padres again, Michael S. And the Padres are now giving the Brewers a run for their money. Nolan Arenado, Bradley Blaylock, Eston Kjerstad, Ronel Blanco, Joey Ortiz for the Brewers. Mason Wynn, Gold Cup. Altuve, Ryan Reynolds. Matt Chapman on the blue border for the Giants. Christian. Grant Holmes, Matt Strom. Jacob Young for the Nationals. The Yankees, I think they're in second place, right? They got all kinds of power. There's an Aaron Judge for the Yankees, by the way, for Christian. Rhett Lauder for the Reds, rookie. Gunnar Henderson for the Orioles. Another notable American, Georgia O'Keeffe, natural painter. Congrats, Christian. Mickey Moniak on the mini diamonds. George Kirby, Max Fried, Torkelson. We've got victory leaders, Scooball, Barrios, and Seth Lugo. So the Royals are going to get another one. They went quiet for a while. And there's a Roki for the Dodgers, Jared. Now, when we were going through all that melee with all those redemptions, I think we got, it was 3 or 4 Rokis came out of there. That was awesome. Stan Musial. Austin Riley on the insert. For the Braves, Lamont Wade, Brian Weathers, Andrew Heaney, Hunter Fiducia, Patrick Bailey, Jake Eder, rookie, Ada Lopez, Chrome for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards, blue border for the Dodgers, Freddie Freeman. Congrats, Jared. Brooks Baldwin, rookie, Jake Rogers, Aaron Nola, Brian Bello, Grant McCray for the Giants. And wow, we got a bonus hit, guys. So we have the Real Ones auto, and we get a game-used bat relic for the White Sox for Lou Bob Jr., Luis Robert Jr. Christian got both of them. Got the A's auto and a bonus game-used relic for Luis Robert. Sweet. We'll take bonus hits, guys. Merrill Kelly on the mini diamonds. Ref Snyder. Ozuna. Here's another father-son. We got Dusty Baker coming out of the Dodgers. And Darren Baker, the Nationals. River Ryan for the Dodgers. Ivan Herrera. And here's a bicentennial. Jake Berger for the Rangers. Congratulations, Stephen S. Jake Berger, 159 out of 200 on the bicentennial. Congrats. We got a rookie for the Rockies. Rookie refractor Aaron Schunk on the chrome. Congratulations, Kristen, on the Rockies spot. Hunter Brown for the Astros. Willie Mays. Young Lee. League leaders, Halsey and Class A. Tatis for the Padres. Zulueta for the Reds. Freddie K. All-Star for the Brewers. Rhett Lauder on the insert rookie for the Reds. Congratulations, Christian again. Blue border, Jameson Taillon for the Cubbies. Jordan Hicks, Shohei for the Dodgers. Tristan Casas. Delby Perez for the Royals. Pete Fairbanks, Sam Aldeguerri. Mitch Haniger for on the chrome for the Mariners. And Junior Caminero on the mini diamond for the Tampa Bay Rays spot. Kevin, congrats. There's Yamamoto for the Dodgers. Otani, Adames, and Machado on the runs batted in leaders. Guys, that's going to be a Brewer and a Padre on the hit counter. Brewer and Padre, and we're at 40 on the hit counter. Seiya Suzuki for the Cubbies. Mike Burrows. Rookie Darren Baker for the Nationals. Josh Naylor. Pete Alonso for the Mets. Jordan Westberg. Westberg is a short print for the Orioles. Congrats, Jared. Cody Bellinger for the Yankees. Brady Singer for the Royals. We're going to get everyone in double digits. That'd be sweet. Yu Darvish for the Padres. Cade Povich. There's Maury's grandson for the Orioles. Shea Whitcomb. Eovaldi. Geraldo Perdomo. There's another blue border league leaders with the Tigers and 2 Astros. Skubal, Blanco, and Valdez. Barrios for the Blue Jays. Class A. Mark Vientos. Harrison Bader. Josh Smith. Michael Massey for the Royals. The Royals now in double digits. Luis Ariz for the Padres. They get one within the Brewers now. Runs batted in. That's going to get them there with a blue border. Batting leaders, Ariz, Otani, and Ozuna. That one's going to get randomized off as well. And the Padres are now in a tie for the lead at the very end here. Palacios, Brooks Lee, Nolan Gorman, Connor Wong, Walter Pennington. There's another one, Skubal, Blanco, and Valdez. Jameson Taillon. Nico Horner on the blue border for the Cubs. Adames for the Giants. Jonathan India for the Royals. O'Neal Cruz for the Pirates. Lipscomb for the Nationals. Freddie Freeman for the Dodgers. Matt Chapman. Kai Busch on the rookie chrome for the White Sox. Kyle Gibson on the mini diamonds for the Cardinals. And Nicky Lopez for the White Sox is going to round out that break. Guys, we got multiple stacks of our mini diamond parallels, blue parallels, and short prints and things like that. They're all going to get properly sleeved up and taken care of. I will also be catching any short prints I may have missed and sleeving those up. We'll do a recap here in just a moment, but we got to first get to some randomizers here. So let's do that. We've got, what we're going to have is we're going to have the 3 cards, and this is going to be spot 1, spot 2, spot 3. When we've got the 2, it's going to be like 1 and 2, or left and right, so to speak. Same thing with those. And then these, it'll be 1, 2, and 3. So we're going to start off, actually, let me get the blue borders we will do separately. And let's get all of the 3 ones together. All right, so our first one up is going to be for the 3. We ended up at 48, just missed 50. Let's get our leprechauns out. If you guys don't know the deal with our leprechauns right now, they are our favorite people. They live on Skittles and beer. We take great care of our leprechauns, and they like to run for us for our entertainment. No leprechauns are ever harmed. If they do come up with a pulled muscle, we got great health care here at Card Lines. So we're going to go, it's going to be 1, 2, and 3. So 1 is the top on those, 2 is the bottom left, 3 is the bottom right. We're not going to do it for 27 seconds. Let's do it for 18 seconds. Here we go, guys. Wow, no one wants to take it over. There goes 3 making a push. All right, so the bottom right, or the right, is going to get those. So that means the Astros, the Padres, the Royals, the Braves, the Mariners, and the Yankees are all going to be grabbing those league leaders. Next up, we've got the father-son cards and the 2 team leaders. We didn't get any doubles or triples of any of them. So if there were those, we would pan those out a little bit more. But what we got to do on this one is take out the 3. And so basically, it's like 1 or 2 or left or right. Here we go. 1 is going to be the fathers. 2 is going to be the sons. Once again, nobody wants to make their moves. 2's got a little bit of a lead, and 2 puts it away. All right, guys. So for the father, sons, and the 2 league leaders, it'll be Kevin Biggio, Vlad Guerrero, Darren Baker, Class A for the Guardians, and Cody Clemens for the Phillies. So congrats to the folks rocking the Sun side of the house on that. And then we've got 3 blue borders. And the first one up is going to be Helsley in Class A. The left is Helsley for the Cardinals. To the right is Class A for the Guardians. And 1 starts to take the lead. That's Helsley for the Cardinals. It is going to go to the St. Louis spot. Congrats to the St. Louis spot. Now we're going to add 3 back in there. And these are for the 2 3-card ones. Here we go. We got one with Arise, Otani, and Ozuna. And another one with Scubal, Blanco, and Valdez. 2 in the lead right now. 1 is falling out. Can 3 make a push? 2 is going to coast in. So the Dodgers take one of them, and the Astros take another. All right. Thank you so much to our leprechauns for stretching out for us there. We've got the Houston Astros spot taking this league leader, blue border. We've got the Dodger spot taking the league leaders with Shohei. We've got the St. Louis spot taking the league leaders with Clase and Helsley. And then we got a Common Arrow Mini Diamonds, Rhett Lauder rookie, Shunk rookie chrome, Berger to 200 on the Bicentennial. The game used memorabilia, Luis Robert, Roki Sasaki, Merrill short print chrome, Paul Skeens, Merrill short print mini diamond chrome, Aaron Judge on the inserts, Bob Gibson to 200, Ellie De La Cruz mini diamonds, the real ones auto to 76, Mason Miller, David Festa mini diamonds rookie, Mookie Betts reimagined, Dwight Gooden through the years, Jacob Wilson, Christian Yelich to 99, Johnny Bench on the reimagined, Salvi Perez on the game used memorabilia, Kobe Mayo, Walter Pennington, Vic Carell on the buyback, and Corey Seager. Yes, Todd, Donruss is up, and you can follow along on the top right corner. We got the schedule on there. We are finishing up the Heritage break as we speak right now, so we appreciate your patience. And we will now be moving to the rest of our schedule, which is Donruss 3-box. So, guys, thank you so much for those of you who took part in the Heritage break as we finish that up. Thanks to Nolan. Here's some of our short prints. McCarthy short print. Colton Cowser was a short print. Schwarber blue border. Brian Wu on the chrome. Amaya on the chrome. Puck on the Diamondbacks. McMahon. Kyle Schwarber. Andrew Abbott. Luis Severino. Travis Denard. Joey Bart. Shea Langoliers. Bryce Terang. Jordan Westberg. Nolan Arenado. Shane Bieber. Lamont Wade. And Hunter Brown for the Astros. Congrats, guys. Also, Greg, you got a leprechaun. Lou got a leprechaun. Angel got a leprechaun. Bill got a leprechaun. And Meadow got a leprechaun. Congrats, guys. Stay tuned towards the end of the night on those. No purchase is necessary, guys, to get those leprechauns. It is how we're doing giveaways in most of our breaks. And tonight, all you got to do is play along on the hit counter. And that is how you can get some leprechauns. There's our 3 boxes of Donruss. As we pull up that schedule, we are now done. With our Topps Heritage, we move on to 3 Donruss Hobby Boxes. Then the Donruss and Hobby Mixer. And then we move on to the Jumbo case to finish, a half case to finish the break. So let's get into Donruss, guys. Okay, so and again, you guys can follow along on the top right with the schedule. The next one up is going to be 586, the Bowman Donruss. That should start at about 9:15 Central Time on the clock. As we go through Donruss, the hit counter for this one is, again, no purchase is necessary. If you guys are in some of the breaks, but not all of them, you can hang out with us the whole time and play along on the hit counter. For this one, we've got the pairings of Maddox and Nolan Ryan, 2 legendary pitchers. And then Cal Ripken and Ozzie Smith, 2 legendary infielders. And then 2 soon-to-be legendary pitchers. There's our empty box. Paul Skeens and Jacob Mizorowski. And then 2 what some would hope to be soon legendary sluggers in James Wood and Aaron Judge. I think we'd already say legendary for Aaron Judge, but I think James Wood is probably on that hopeful standpoint. So on the hit counter, guys, you tell us which of those 4 pairings you think is going to get the most hits in this break. If you get that correct, you're going to get a leprechaun in your name. You can also tell us what the total of all those 4 spots are going to be. And if you get that right, you're going to get another leprechaun. So you would say Wood and Judge and 33. And if Wood and Judge get the most hits and the total is 33 between them, that's 2 leprechauns are going to race for you at the end of the evening. And Greg, Lou, Angel, Bill, and Meadow already earned 1 leprechaun for the end of the night. While I get the packs open, I also want to say a special thank you to Brian and good luck with the Diamondbacks, Mark with the Braves, Kevin with the Orioles, Thomas with the Red Sox, Todd with the Cubs, Brian with the White Sox, Chad with the Reds, Mark with the Guardians, Ryan with the Rockies, Todd with the Tigers, Mark with the Astros, Thomas with the Royals, Ryan with the Angels, Thomas with the Dodgers, Brian with the Marlins, Steven with the Brewers, Ryan with the Twins, Carson with the Mets, Mark with the Yankees, Chris with the A's, Ryan with the Phillies, Pirates going to Stephen M, Mark with the Padres, Ryan with those Gigantes from San Francisco. These packs just are like falling apart on me. Mariners, Chris, Michael with the Cardinals, Ryan with the Rays, Josh with the Rangers, Ryan with the Blue Jays, and Brian with the Washington National. Guys, good luck on each and every one of those spots, and thank you guys for getting into the break. If you guys enjoyed that Heritage break, we got a bonus hit in there, by the way, so how could you not have enjoyed that? We got a, sorry, Todd. Yeah, Todd, we ship all cards, man. We are not, we don't hold anything back. You buy a spot, you get the cards. That's what we do here. We do not hold back. We do not do only hits. That is not the experience I look for as a customer. That is not the experience we give. So if you have a team and you have the Cubbies, I think, if we pull a Cub, you're getting it, my man. So guys, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for us if you haven't done so already. Make sure that you save us on eBay so you know when our auctions go live and you don't miss out on them. Make sure you save up and set up notifications on YouTube so you know when we go live and you can hop in. Again, even if you don't have spots, you can play along on the hit counter and get a chance at earning some free stuff. Couple more packs, then we'll get into box one. Oh, Lou, you didn't hear the answer on there? Greg got it right once I gave the extra clues. He got right on it. It was all four teams had a specific player play for them, and that player was Matt Stairs. That's what the four teams were about. And congrats, Greg, for figuring that out. Got an extra leprechaun for it. Here we go, guys. Good luck. Ariarte for the White Sox. Jimmy Leland for the Tigers. Carlos Beltran. Pedro Martinez. We got Ken Griffey Jr. on an optic chrome for the Reds. Rhett Lauder on the Elite Series rookie for the Cincinnati Reds. So back-to-back hits for the Reds. Chad. We got a spacer. Levi Sterling, rookie for Pittsburgh. Nick Kurtz for Oakland, low draft pick. Jake Bloss, Toronto. Terry Francona. Colt Keith for the Tigers. Tim Hudson on the silver for Oakland. Or the A's, if you will. We got a pink Albert Pujols for the Cardinals, Michael. And the Albert Pujols should be numbered. It is out of 79. And this should be the start of many to come for Donruss. Donruss is a fun product, in my opinion, because it's always full of inserts and numbered cards, including a pink Albert Pujols 40 out of 79. Congratulations to the Cardinals, Bob, Michael. And then right past that is we've got our first auto, and it's going to be Andrew Pinckney for Washington, Brian F. Congratulations on the signature series, Andrew Pinckney. Ben Hess for the Yankees. Seaver King, draft pick for Washington. Alex Rodriguez. There's a Paul Skeens. So we got our first one up on the hit counter. It's going to be the Miz and Skeen spots. And then we got Will Wagner for Toronto. Lou Gehrig. Turned around, we got a, I think it's just going to be a chrome optic, or just an optic chrome. Big unit Randy Johnson for the Diamondbacks. And that's going to be followed by a Marcelo Meyer Unleashed for Boston. So Thomas B, congratulations on a Marcelo Meyer Unleashed. I always like the Unleashed cards. Those are cool. Brody Brecht. Charlie Condon for Colorado. Tony Oliva. Will the Thrill Clark. Kobe Mayo for Baltimore. Johnny Bench. We've got Aiden Miller on the blue rated prospect to 149. 78 out of 149 for Philadelphia. Ryan, congratulations. George Lombard, optic for the Yankees. Dalton Rushing. Rock Wilkin for the Brewers. Bucky Dent. There's the big hurt. Frank Thomas. Connor Norby. Zebby Matthews. There's going to be another Pujols optic for the Cardinals. And you got a numbered Big Papi Thomas. There you go again. For the Red Sox, that's going to be low numbered here. That's out of 49. 19 out of 49, if you can see that and all that glitz and glamour there. 19 out of 49 on the blue milestones. Congratulations, Thomas. Couple great hits for you. Christian Moore for the Angels is a good one. Carson Williams, Tampa Bay. Spencer Arrighetti. There is Cal Ripken for the Orioles. So that is going to get Ripken and Ozzie on the board. Thomas Sajaci for the Cards. Johnny Mize. Next numbered card is going to go to J.D. Nix for Arizona out of 250. 125 out of 250 on the red for Brian. There we go. Congrats. Out of 250. And we got a Johnny Bench on the cracked ice. The Kansas City Blue cracked ice. That's out of 15, guys. 11 out of 15 on the Johnny Bench. Congrats, Chad. Johnny Bench, 11 out of 15. What a sweet looking card. Congrats, Chad. Guys, you can't sleep on Donruss. They just load them up. Dylan Head, Roman Anthony is a good one for the Red Sox, Thomas. Billy Martin. There is Greg Maddux, so that's going to get our hit counter with Nolan Ryan. Aaron Judge for the Yanks. So Wooden Judge now. Everyone's on the board. Bobby Miller. Brooks Lee on the Chrome. And Dylan Cruz on the Elite Series. For Washington. Congrats, Brian. Another spacer. There is Kevin Alcantara for the Cubbies. Slade Caldwell. Ryan Braun. Mike Mussina. Bert Campaniso. Sammy Sosa. Silver Carter Holton for the Braves. Jet Williams Optic. Bradfield Jr. for Baltimore. Clinche just played in the Futures game. He looked pretty good for Seattle. Chipper Jones. Jim Rice. There's Jacob Wilson for the A's. Congrats, Chris. Kumar Rocker. Buster Posey on the Optic. And Rentaro Sensaki Unleashed. Guys, he is an unnamed team from Stanford. So this one is going to get randomized off at the end of the break. For the Milwaukee Brewers, there's Jesus Mate. Cole Young. Pee Wee Reese. Luis Angel Acuna. Edgar Martinez. Cliff Lee. Our next numbered card is going to go to Washington again. Out of 149, 97 out of 149, Brian. It's a Brady House. So, Brian, congrats. Washington is chipping away there. What's going on, Chad? How you doing, man? Bubba Chandler is a nice one for Pittsburgh on the silver chrome optic rated prospect. I think if he didn't get called up already, he should get called up to the majors soon. Him and Skeens together could be dangerous. Carter Holton, Theo Gillen, Ian Kinsler, Austin Wells, Evan Carter for Texas, Jim Katt, optic of Tony Perez for Boston. And our first Diamond Marbles is going to be a good one, Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Mark, congratulations. Aaron Judge for the Yanks on the Marbles. I love those inserts. And that's a 2. We got Sebastian Walcott, J.D. Dix, Doc Gooden, Jake Arrieta, Jace Young, nice one for Detroit. Catfish Hunter on the laser for the A's. Griffo Farrell on the optic. And another auto, Jorbit Vivas for New York. Pretty sure that is the Yankees, but we'll double check that. Nolan, if you can possibly confirm. Jorbit Vivas, that he's Yankees. Connor Griffin.
Yankees.
Yep, Yankees. All right. So congrats to the Yankees spot on that one. Connor Griffin, Augustine Ramirez, Ricky Henderson, Stolen Base King, Mike Piazza, Michael Young, Jim Thome. Piazza again on the optic. And we got our first bomb squad. It's going to be Tommy White for Oakland. Congrats to the Oakland spot on Tommy White. Braden Montgomery, Noah Schultz for the White Sox, both of them. Donnie Baseball, Jimmy Rollins, Jeff Bagwell, Yadier Molina. We've got a laser for Atlanta, John Smoltz. Congrats to the Brave spot, Mark. And we're going to get all these sleeved up, guys. Just try not to go too slow on the break. Tony Oliva. We do sleeve up. Oh, and he's out of 25, guys. So another cracked ice out of 25. How about that? Again, we do sleeve up all inserts and rookies. So they will all get properly protected. I'm not doing them all on camera just to keep it a little bit faster going through. Congrats to the twin spot. 19 out of 25, Ryan. Colin Houck for the Mets. Luke Kershaw for the Twins. Neon Dion. Rhett Lauder for the Reds. Alex Gordon. Jim Palmer for the Orioles. Michael Young on the optic for Texas. And we got James Wood. Our first James Wood is going to be a Diamond Kings. It's a cool insert. I like how flashy they made this. It's simple, but flashy. Congrats, Brian, again, with the James Wood. And Wood and Judge are creeping out to a lead here. It has been a tad quiet on these spots. Aiden Miller. Travis Bazzana, #1 pick for the Guardians. Kerstad, Jake Peavy, Juan Marichal. There's a Nolan Ryan numbered card to 99, guys. I got the Rainbow Refractor. Nolan Ryan to 99 for the Texas spot. Josh V. That is 75 out of 99 for the Texas Express. Congratulations. And Maddox and Ryan go to 2. Drew Gilbert for the Mets. We got a mem card of Edwin Encarnacion to 99 for Toronto. Congratulations to the Blue Jays, Ryan. Edwin Encarnacion on the throwback relic. Congrats, Ryan. Vance Honeycutt, Christian Campbell, Jackson Churio for the Brewers. There's James Wood again for the Nationals. So now all of a sudden, James Wood and Aaron Judge starting to roll a little bit. Manny Ramirez, Eddie Matthews, Jim Tomei on the optic for Philadelphia. Milestones, Ryan Sandberg for the Cubbies. Todd, there you go. Tyson Neighbors, San Diego. James Triantos for the Cubbies. Mariano Rivera. Mr. October, Reggie Jackson. Clemens for the Yankees. Waldrip. And then we got, for the Pirates, Willie Stargell on the refractor. How about an orange Jesus Mate for the Brewers? Steven, that is to 199. 129 out of 199 on the Jesus Mate orange rated prospects. Kyle Teal, Kellen Lindsey, Willie Stargell, Darren Baker. There's Bobby Witt Jr. Colt Keith on the green optic for Detroit. Todd, there you go. It's going to be numbered to 149. 87 out of 149. Todd, congratulations, my friend. A clearly Donruss, Agustin Ramirez for Miami. Congrats on the Marlins spot, Brian. Bomb Squad, Cam Smith for Houston. Mark, congrats. Matt Shaw for the Cubbies. Hurd for the Yankees. Wainwright. Walters for Cleveland. Tim Hudson. Big Poppy for Boston. Big Poppy again on the refractor for Boston. Thomas. Kobe Mayo on the refractor optic for Baltimore. Trey Yasevich, Bryce Matthews, Jordan Lawler. Catfish Hunter, John Smoltz. Jack Leiter for Texas. Junior Caminero on the optic, and Barry Larkin milestones for the Reds. Josh Mayfield, Cam Smith, Prince Fielder. There's the Wizard, Ozzie Smith. There's Nolan Ryan for Texas. Cash Mayfield with the red numbered card for San Diego. That's 239 out of 250 for the Padres. Congratulations, Mark. James Tibbs, optic. David Shields, Bubba Chandler, Pablo Sandoval, Nick York, Tejada, Pudge Rodriguez, Mike Schmidt, and then we've got a laser color match Marvels. Paul Skeens for Pittsburgh. Stephen M., congratulations. That's a cool card right there. And Miz and Skeens go to 2. So we haven't seen a Miz yet. Malcolm Moore, Cooper Pratt for the Brewers, though. Robin Ventura, Dustin Pedroia, Andrew Jones, Dylan Cruz. J.D. Dix for Arizona on the refractor. Stalin Caba for Miami. Luis Baez for Houston, and Chase Dollander for the Rockies. That is one box in, a ton of cards out of Donruss. Got me a tad behind on the schedule. I'll see if I can pick up the pace a little bit in box 2. How we do the hit counter is usually the halfway point. You guys make your updates. There's empty box number 2. And since there's 3 boxes, there isn't a true halfway point per se. So we're going to give you guys, well, I could do one stack and then pause. But we'll do the whole second box. And then you guys can make your hit counter updates at that point. That gives you, hopefully, as much chance as possible to get your guesses right and earn some leprechauns. Right now, after the first box, we did get to 11. And that is with Wood and Judge in the lead at 4. Right behind them is Maddox and Ryan at 3. And then we got Ripken and Ozzie and Miz and Skeens at 2. We did not get a Jacob Mizorowski yet, and I would love for Steven to get some Jacob Miz action in there. That he is the hottest thing in baseball right now. Kind of controversial that he made the All-Star game after he just got called up about a month ago. His numbers merit it, that's for sure. He's done nothing but win and strike people out. He outdueled Paul Skeens. He outdueled Clayton Kershaw. He is just absolutely phenomenal. But at the same time, he was kind of short getting called up there. And I know specifically the Phillies have a couple starters with some really good stats that got snubbed. So you Phillies fans out there, you probably got some logical gripes there. As a Brewer fan, I'm happy Miz made the call. And I think for baseball, it's exciting he made the call, but I think there's probably some snubs on there. Yeah, Marvel, I agree with, or Metal, I agree with you. Those Marvels, probably one of the coolest inserts, I think, in all the sports cards. That they've got kind of that comic booky feel to them, but since the picture is still a real picture, not a comic book picture, it doesn't feel too gimmicky. And when you get them as like lasers or numbered or even an auto on them, they are pretty cool. I like with Donruss too, the optics just look clean. I like, as a product in whole, I like Donruss optic. I think it just makes the card look a little cleaner than the paper does. I think maybe they go a little heavy on the optics in these Donruss ones. I think they should let the optic product stand for itself. But this is a much cheaper way to get your hands on optic, so I guess most people don't mind too much. We got a few more packs to get open. We'll get into box 2. Keep in mind we've got the Rintaro Sasaki card that we will randomize off at the end. We'll see if we get any more of him. Once we finish up these 3 boxes, we will then move on to a Bowman and Donruss mixer. I'm excited to do some Bowman. See if we can pull an anime or get one of those snack packs. Here we go, guys. Box 2. We got Churio starting us off for the Brewers. James Wood for the Nationals, putting Wood and Judge further in the lead. Manny Ramirez, Eddie Matthews for the Braves. Doc Gooden is going to be a green numbered card to 199. 191 to 199 for the New York Mets. Congrats, Carson. Bobby Witt Jr. on an optic chrome for the Royals. We got Rushing, Wilkin for the Brewers, Rivera, Reggie Jackson, Roger Clemens, Hurston Waldrop, Nolan Ryan on the optic. Bomb Squad, Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Mark, congratulations. Fastest player to reach 350 home runs, I think I saw. See if he can keep his longevity up for a while. Christian Moore again for the Angels. Carson Williams, Billy Martin. There's Greg Maddux for the Braves. All of a sudden, the hit counter is moving in box 2. Aaron Judge for the Yankees. Bobby Miller. There's a laser Jacob Wilson. That's a good one for the A's. Chris, congratulations again. This guy will most assuredly become the Rookie of the Year unless he just absolutely falls off the face of the earth in the second half of the season. Jim Rice on the red optic for Boston. Thomas, that is going to be numbered 46 out of 99. Jim Rice to 99 on the red. Congrats, Thomas. Dylan Head from Miami. Roman Anthony for Boston. Ryan Braun. Mike Mussina, Campanera, Sammy Sosa. The Wizard, Ozzie Smith, hanging upside down like a bat. And then we got Ben Hess on the Diamond Kings for the New York Yankees. Congrats, Mark. We got Bryce Eldridge, Franklin Arias, Jim Rice, Jacob Wilson again, Kumar Rocker, A numbered card for Cleveland, Braylon Doty to 149. 123 out of 149. Congrats to the Guardian spot, Mark. Out of 149 for the Guardians. There's Dylan Head Optic. And a Jersey Kings with an orange patch here for Houston. Congratulations, Mark, again. Walker Janik on the Jersey Kings patch. I love when you get kind of the bright orange patches or the bright blue ones. Congrats on the Walker Janik, Mark. Braylon Doty again. Cam Caminiti. Luis Angel Acuna. Edgar Martinez. Cliff Lee. Chipper Jones. Prince Fielder on the Optic. And Jace Young on the Diamond Marvels. Rookie for the Tigers. Todd, congratulations. Great hit for you. Trey Morgan, Kendall George, Sandoval, Nick York, Tejada, Laser, Jim Rice for Boston, Eldridge on the Optic, Laser, Owen Kase for the Cubbies, and that is not a cracked ice. I thought for a second it was cracked ice, but congrats to the Cubs spot, Todd. Jet Williams for the Yankees, Drew Gilbert, the Mets, Gilbert for the Mets, Dustin Pedroia, Andrew Jones, Dylan Cruz. Nick Kurtz is going to be a purple numbered for the A's, Chris. It is out of 49. 23 out of 49. Let's celebrate some purple love for Nick Kurtz. Congrats. Brock Wilken on a clearly Donruss for the Milwaukee Brewers. Stephen M., congrats. Imagine if that was a Miz. That'd be probably like a $25, $30 card. That Brock Wilken might still be pretty darn good. A numbered Bobby Witt Jr. 34 out of 49 on the Unleashed. That is awesome. Congratulations, Thomas S. Bobby Witt Jr. Unleashed. 34 out of 49. That's a big dog right there. 34 out of 49. That is awesome. James Tibbs, Griff O'Farrell, Jimmy Leland, Carlos Beltran, Pedro Martinez, Robin Ventura, Deion Sanders on the refractor, Darren Baker on the optic refractor, George Lombard Jr., Starlin Caba, Dick Bloss, Francona, Colt Keith, Ariete, Sandoval on the optic, and Colt Keith on the Marvels for the Tigers. So, Todd, congrats on another Marvels. You got Young and Colt Keith. I don't know, Steven. I don't know where Miz is. Oh, hey, you called him out, and there he comes. Look at that, the next card. Mizorowski. There we go. That's all you got to do, Steven. Just call him out. Ask for him. We'll get him for you. Congrats. That's awesome. I love that. Was like completely on demand. Mizorowski on there. How about that? Bateman, Rodriguez, Skeens. Uh-oh, guys. These guys, Miz and Skeens, are getting hot. Will Wagner, Lou Gehrig. There's going to be a numbered one from Minnesota, Brooks Lee out of 199. Brooks Lee Green out of 199. Congrats, Ryan, on the twin spots. Cam Caminiti for Atlanta on the optic. DeVry, Tommy Troy, Tony Oliva, Will the Thrill Clark, Kobe Mayo, Gianni Bench, Dylan Cruz on the optic rated rookie. Carlos Beltran on a laser bomb squad for the Mets. Carson, congratulations on a laser bomb squad. Carlos Beltran. PJ Morlando, Carson Bench, Austin Wells, Evan Carter, Jim Katz, Pee Wee Reese, Rhett Lauder on a refractor for Cincinnati. And then we got a green Ian Kinsler for Texas. Josh, congrats. Ian Kinsler is to 149. 7 out of 149. Chase Burns, Cincinnati. Spencer Jones, Dwight Gooden, Jake Arrieta, Jace Young, Ian Kinsler. Optic, Pudge Rodriguez, Adam Wainwright on the milestones for the Cardinals. Another spacer card. Tink Hentz for St. Louis. Bill Emick for Minnesota. Big Poppy, Stargell. Darren Baker, Bobby Witt Jr., and Bateman for San Diego on the refractor. Franklin Arias for Boston on the prospect chrome. Owen Kase, Walker Janik, Jack Leiter, Adam Wainwright, Andrew Walters, Tim Hudson, Miguel Tejada on the optic. Sebastian Walcott, little Seabass. He was also in the Futures game for the Rangers. Josh. I'm not the biggest fan of this version of Elite Series. It feels kind of cheap to me. The Elite Series used to be like such a popping card when they first started doing them. And this one, I don't know, it just kind of feels cheap. But congrats to Texas on that Sebastian one. Chase DeLauder, Roby, Craig Biggio, Jordan Lawler, Catfish Hunter, John Smoltz. We got another numbered card. It's going to be a red to 250. Ryan Waldschmidt for the Arizona Diamondbacks. So, Brian, congratulations on a Waldschmidt to 250. David Shields on the rookie silver. There's another Sasaki. So, we got to randomize him off as well. Braylon Payne for the Brewers. Pudge Rodriguez, Prince Fielder. There's an Ozzie Smith. And a Nolan Ryan. Boom, boom. Nick York on the optic. Braylon Payne for the Brewers on the Unleashed. Steven, congrats. Not we'd love a Miz one of those, but we'll take a Braylon Payne for sure. There's Jared Thomas, Bryce Cunningham, Mike Schmidt, Ken Griffey Jr., Randy Johnson, Albert Pujols for the Cardinals, George Lombard Jr. on the refractor for the Yanks, Christian Moore for the Angels, Cooper Pratt for the Brewers, Shields, Kansas City, Brooks Lee, Buster Posey, Tony Perez, Junior Caminero, Catfish Hunter, and Aaron Judge Unleashed. Mark, congrats on another Aaron Judge inserts. And Judge and Wood right now leading the way. There's another spacer. Chase Dollander, Malcolm Moore, Mike Piazza, Michael Young, Jim Thome, Alex Gordon on a silver, and Cam Smith on an orange for Houston. Congratulations, Mark. That Cam Smith is to 199. 33 out of 199 on the orange. Colt Keith, Detroit. Congratulations, Todd. That's a laser Marvels. Little color match laser there for Colt Keith. Congrats, Todd. Luis Baez, Loma Vita, Jimmy Rollins, Jeff Bagwell, Yadier Molina, Ricky Henderson, Jordan Lawler, Cal Ripken on the Elite Series. Congrats to the Orioles, Kevin. And Ripken and Ozzy getting on there. Kevin Sterling, Pittsburgh, Nick Kurtz, Rhett Lauder, Alex Gordon, Jim Palmer, Don Mattingly. For the Mets, we got a Carson Benj laser. Congrats, Carson. Roman Anthony for Boston, Thomas. Ben Hess, Seaver King, Hessen Kerstad, Jake Peavy, Juan Marichal, Deion Sanders, Craig Biggio. There's a refractor Elite Series. So that's a little sharper than the white border. I like that one a lot better than the white border. Congrats to the Yankees spot, Mark. Spencer Jones. Then we got Brody Brecht and Charlie Condon, couple for Colorado. Finish off box number 2. We got 2 Sasaki's to give away, or to randomize away. Not give away, randomize away. A sense give them away, I guess. We get into box 3, so it is now time, guys, to start to think about your hit counter predictions and where you think we're going to end up. We got to 23 in that box. And we're in the lead right now. Wooden Judge at 8. There's empty box number 3. Brian, I'm sure we got some more hits for you. Some good stuff for the Diamondbacks we got for you. The White Sox, we got a Frank Thomas and a couple prospects in there for you. Marlins, a little bit for the Marlins. I'll do a recap at the end. You guys can watch the recap as well. We got one more box to go. Start thinking about the hit counter updates. We've got Wooden Judge in the lead with 8. As we get to this last pack, I want to thank you guys again for grabbing all these spots. I think they're over now, but we've got basketball going tomorrow on a lunch break. So curious, anyone in the chat, anyone of you guys get any of those basketball spots? I've been having fun ripping Chrome. I know Chrome basketball isn't exactly the most popular product, but I've been having fun with it. So I'm excited to do that. Curious if any of you guys got any of those spots. And then Thursday, we're doing a mixer, 2 football and 2 baseball. So we're doing some more of that Donruss Optic hobby boxes, which has been so much fun. We pulled an Uptown last night of Max Crosby. And then we're also going to be doing some baseball, some Heritage, and Donruss as well. And those auctions are live now. We're doing score football as well, guys. So auctions are live right now for those. You can go get your spots early on, make your max bids, and make sure you get some of those spots for Thursday night. And then we've got Friday morning doing a coffee break again as well. And it's going to be kind of a light one, kind of a cheap one. So lots of good access to some cards. 2024 Big League, couple hobby boxes there. And if you guys haven't seen much of Big League when it came out earlier this year, it's great because it's a high volume of cards and you get there's lots of inserts. You can get these short printed colored foils. And we've been doing pretty good on those and getting autos as well. And like I said, that's going to be a pretty accessible product. So go grab some of those spots as well. That is what we have in store for the rest of this week. I started planning out what we're going to look like next week as well. We're going to have some fun next week, guys, as well. We're going to do a big football mixer night, or actually all sports mixer night. We're going to be doing a bunch of baseball. We're going to do a through the years break. So we're going to have a box from 2022, a box from 2023, a box from 2024, and a box from 2025. Then we're going to do a heritage mixer, and then we're going to do a football break. We're going to have 5 different football hobby boxes, including Optic, Totally Certified, which if you guys have watched any of our Totally Certified breaks, those boxes average 13 to 16 numbered cards a box. So we're going to have one of those in there. And then we're going to have some Phoenix H2 as well, which we've been doing well with. So that's going to be Monday. Tuesday next week, we're going to run or Wednesday next week, we're going to run a baseball break. And then on Tuesday, we're going to run a lunch break of Optic football. And on Friday, we're going to be running one of our baseball things. We just got our hands on some 2019 Topps Update hobby boxes. And if you guys remember, the 2019 class was pretty darn good. You got, you're going to have early Judge, Ohtani, and Guerrero in there. You're going to have Bo Bichette, Fernando Tatis, and a lot more. I'm blanking on some of those right now, but a great rookie class in 2019. And so I'm excited to do that next week with you guys as well. So keep tuned for those. The best way you guys can know when those are going on is to save us in eBay as a seller and get notifications when our auctions go live. And then make sure that you hit like and subscribe and all that in YouTube so you know when those go live once you won the spots. Here we go to box 3, guys. Buster Posey, Tony Perez, Junior Caminero, Mike Schmidt, Jordan Lawler on the optic, Chase Dollander, and I got all excited because it was so thick, but it was just kind of stuck to a spacer card. Chase Dollander for the Rockies. Congrats to the Rocky spot. And you guys can actually see I've got box 1 it's going to be in the middle as I'll bring the pile down. And box 2 is on the left. Box 1 was a card or two more in terms of top-loaded hits. Let's see if box 3 can measure up to that. As I window down the card, you guys will see the piles even out more. Noble Meyer, Ethan Salas, Mike Piazza, Michael Young, Jim Thome, Brooks Lee, Brady House on the refractor for Washington, Blake Burke on the optic for the Brewers, Owen Hall for Detroit, Culpepper, Jimmy Rollins, Jeff Bagwell, Yadi Molina, Ricky Henderson, Catfish Hunter for Oakland, and an unleashed of Gerangelo Clinche for Seattle. Congrats to the Seattle spot, Chris. I did not know much about this guy, and then I watched the highlights of the Futures game and saw him pitching there, and he's pretty good. He's got some good stuff. So congrats to Seattle. Brady House, Cervana, Rhett Lauder, Alex Gordon, Jim Palmer, Donnie Baseball. We've got a numbered, it's kind of a rainbowy, purpley refractor to 99, Jario Ariarte for the White Sox. So congratulations to the White Sox. Brian, there you go. Talk about your hits. There's one for you. I couldn't remember all the ones in the past, so we're going to... I got lucky. Got one for you moving forward. Out of 99 for the White Sox, Ariarte. Congrats, Brian. We got Colin Houck on the optic refractor for the Mets. Ethan Anderson. There's Hagen Smith for the White Sox. Heston Kjerstad. Jake Peavy. Juan Marichal. Deion Sanders. John Smoltz on the optic. And a Bobby Witt Jr. Diamond Marvels for the Royals. Thomas S. Congratulations. Dante Nori for Philadelphia. Colt Emerson for Seattle. There's James Wood hanging out upside down again. I do not like that Donruss flips these all around so much. It makes it much harder to break. Manny Ramirez, Matthews. Baltimore, how about a Cal Ripken laser? Congratulations, Kevin, on a Cal Ripken laser. That's going to get Ripken and Maddox to 7. Bryce Rayner for Detroit on the optic. And Bryce Eldridge autograph for the San Francisco Giants. Ryan C. Congratulations. Bryce Eldridge autograph. There's Braden Montgomery for the White Sox. Noah Schultz for the White Sox. Jake Arrieta. Chase Young. Ian Kinsler. Austin Wells. Andrew Walters for Cleveland on the optic. And a bomb squad, Kobe Mayo for Baltimore. Congrats, Kevin. Another spacer. Enrique Bradfield Jr., Clinche, Darren Baker, Bobby Witt Jr., Dwight Gooden. There's a silver Jacob Wilson for the A's, Chris. And Tampa Bay, Theo Gillen. Going to get a purple rated prospect out of 49. 10 out of 49, Ryan for the Rays. Theo Gillen. 10 out of 49. Double fireworks there. We got a redemption, guys. Mason Wynn for the Cardinals on the Signature Series Blue. Mason Wynn for the Cardinals. Congratulations, Michael S. on a Mason Wynn redemption auto. There's Jesus Mate for the Brewers. Cole Young, Andrew Walters, Tim Hudson. Big Papi, Willie Stargell. Tim Hudson on the Chrome. Kirby Puckett for the Twins. I love Kirby Puckett. Ryan, congrats. Carter Holton. Theo Gillen again. Catfish Hunter. John Smoltz. Jack Leiter. Adam Wainwright. And Hatcher Hurd on the laser for the Yankees. Kalen Culpepper on the Optic Chrome from Minnesota. Sebastian Walcott, J.D. Dix, Ozzie Smith. Every time Ozzie comes up, he's upside down. He did do backflips a lot, so maybe that's fitting. And Nolan Ryan follows him every single time. So those two just keep going bang, bang. We're up to 27 on the hit counter. Craig Biggio, Jordan Lawler. Nolan, thanks for closing the hit counter. David Ortiz. Look at Prince Fielder on a numbered bomb squad to 99. That one's for Detroit. We think of him for the Brewers or the Rangers, but he was also with Detroit. So Todd, Prince Fielder's 55 out of 99. Congratulations. That is a fire card right there. Fielder out of 99. Connor Griffin, Augustine Ramirez, Nick York, Tejada, Pudge Rodriguez, Prince Fielder. And that one is for the Brewers that time. Reggie Jackson to 199 for the Yankees. Mark, congratulations. Reggie Jackson to 199. Catfish Hunter on the Optic Refractor. Matt Shaw for the Cubs. Hurd for the Yanks. Pedroia. Andrew Jones. Dylan Cruz. Sandoval. Willie Stargell on the Optic, and James Wood on the Elite Series for the Nationals. So, Brian, congrats. You've been doing very well, Brian, with the Nationals, by the way. Lots of James Wood and lots of Dylan Cruz. Couple good Darren Bakers. And Wooden Judge get to 10. Yasevich, Bryce Mitchell, Jim Leland, Carlos Beltran, Pedro Martinez, Robin Ventura. A laser of Spencer Arrighetti for Houston. And an orange for Chicago of Owen Kase. So congrats, Todd, on the Cubbies. 31 out of 199 and the Owen Kase orange. Marsh Mayfield, Cam Smith, Jake Bloss, Francona, Colt Keith, Ariate. Speaking of Washington, Darren Baker. There's a Darren Baker. And Roman Anthony, greetings from Boston. These ones you don't see come up as much. That's a cool one right there. Greetings from Boston, Roman Anthony. Congrats, Thomas. David Shields, Bubba Chandler. There's a Paul Skeens. Will Wagner. Lou Gehrig. Ryan Clifford for the Mets is going to be number 2/149. Congrats, Carson, on the Clifford to 149. And you guys can start to see, as the pile comes down, you can start to see, again, this was box 1 in the middle. Just one card top-loaded more than box 2. And then here's our building hit counter for box 3. Owen Hall for Detroit. Jersey Kings, Colt Keith. Todd, congratulations on a Colt Keith Jersey Kings. That is numbered purple out of 49. Todd, it is 9 out of 49 on the purple Jersey Kings. Congratulations, Todd. Congrats on the Jersey Kings, Todd. We got Malcolm Moore, Cooper Pratt, Will Clark, Kobe Mayo, Gianni Bench, Alex Rodriguez, Bobby Witt Jr. on an Optic. Unleashed, Chase Dollander for Colorado. Congrats, Ryan C. We got Luis Baez, Chase Dollander, Frank Thomas, the White Sox, Connor Norby, Zebby Matthews, Tony Oliva, Jim Rice on the refractor, Dylan Cruz for Brian. He's going to be numbered for you on the green optic chrome. Dylan Cruz is going to be to 149. Number 2 out of 149. We almost had a number match there as he's number 3. 2 out of 149 for Dylan Cruz. String, Nick Kurtz, Roger Clemens, Hurston Waldrop, Jackson Churio for the Brewers, J.D. Dix for Arizona. Brian, we've gotten a couple of him. There's going to be a red. The centering is not great on that one. But it's out of 99. 8 out of 99 on the J.D. Dix for the Diamondbacks. Congrats, Brian. Clearly optic, Drew Gilbert for the Mets. Congrats, Carson. Dalton Rushing on the bomb squad for the Dodgers. Thomas, congrats. Colin Houck, Luke Keyshaw, Aaron Judge for the Yankees. All the hit counter guys seem to be upside down every time I get to them. Bobby Miller, Mariano Rivera, Reggie Jackson, Kumar Rocker on the refractor for Texas, and John Smoltz Atlanta on the refractor optic. Aiden Miller, there's Bazana again, number 1 pick. Campaneris, Semi Sosa, Billy Martin, there's Greg Maddux, of course, upside down. Jack Leiter is going to be the optic for Texas. Congrats, Josh. And we got a Nick Kurtz Diamond Marbles for the A's. Chris, congrats. Vance Honeycutt, Christian Campbell, Jacob Wilson, Kumar Rocker, Ryan Braun, Mike Mussina. James Trianto, Chicago to 250 on the red. Congratulations to the Cubby spot, Todd. Triantos to 250. And box 3 is trying to make a run at it. Salas for San Diego. Neighbors, Triantos. Edgar Martinez, Cliff Lee. Chipper Jones, Jim Rice. Adam Wainwright on the optic. And Tommy White on a laser bomb squad for the A's. Congrats again, Chris. The laser bomb squad. Kyle Teal, Kellen Lindsay, Evan Carter, Jim Katz, Pee Wee Reese, Luis Angel Acuna. Hagen Smith is going to be a nice refractor for the White Sox. Miami, Noble Meyer. Alcantara for the Cubs. And our final card is going to be a Slade Caldwell for Arizona. So, guys, we've got 2 Sasaki's. I'm going to randomize these off real quick. And then we'll do a recap. As you guys can see, box 3 didn't quite do as well as 1 or 2. But still some good stuff. We ended up with 31 on the hit counter with Wood and Judge leading the way. So, if you guys had Wood and Judge spot, congrats. If you got 31, double congrats. Let me get our leprechauns up here. There they are. So these are for the Rentaro Sasaki's. First place leprechaun is going to get the Unleashed. There's the Nationals up to the Diamondbacks. And second place is going to get the Base Prospects. We're going to clear it. We're going to run it for 16 seconds. Shuffle them up twice. And here we go. Good luck, guys. Six seconds left. Who's going to make their move? We got the Mariners making a push. It is going to be Seattle and Philadelphia. All right, thank you once again, Leprechauns. We appreciate you. And let's do a recap. So Philadelphia, Ryan, you're going to get the Sasaki. That's written on the sleeve and not the card. Seattle, Chris, you're going to get the Unleashed Sasaki. I'll throw that guy in a top loader for you. And let's do a recap going from the backwards first. Sasaki, Tommy White, Bomb Squad Laser, Triantos to 250. Marvels, Kurtz, Gilbert, clear. JD Dix, numbered red. Dylan Cruz, numbered green. Dollander, Jersey Kings to 49 for Detroit. Cole Keith, Clifford to 250 or 149, excuse me. Greetings from Boston, Anthony. Kase, orange numbered. James Wood, Reggie Jackson to 199. Prince Fielder to 99 of the Bomb Squad. Redemption for the Cardinals, Mason Wynn. Theo Gillen was to 49. Eldridge autograph. Bobby Witt Jr. Ariarte to 99. Clinche and Chase Dollander on the Elite Series. In box 2, we got a Spencer Jones Refractor Elite Series. Cal Ripken Elite. Colt Keith Laser Marvels. Cam Smith Orange numbered. Unleashed Judge. Unleashed Braylon Payne. Waldschmidt Arizona numbered to 250. Walcott Elites. Kinsler numbered green. Beltran Laser Bomb Squad. Brooks Lee to 199. Jacob Mizorowski. Colt Keith Marvels. Bobby Witt to 49 on the blue Unleashed. Wilkin Clear. Kurtz numbered to 49. Jace Young Marvels. Walker Janik on the Relic. Doty to 149. Ben Hess. Jim Rice to 99 red. Jacob Wilson on the Laser. Aaron Judge Bomb Squad. And Doc Gooden to 199 on the green. We got a Laser Marvels. Paul Skeens. Mayfield to 250. Ramirez clear. Cole Keith numbered green. Jesus Made orange to 199. Encarnacion on the Relic. Nolan Ryan to 99. James Wood Diamond Kings. Oliva to 25. Vivas for the Yankees. Judge Marvels. Bubba Chandler Optic. Brady House to 149. Dylan Cruz Elite Series. Johnny Bench was to 15. JD Dix was a 250. 49 Big Poppy Milestones. 149 Aiden Miller. Marcelo Meyer Unleashed. Pinckney Signature Series for Washington. Pujols to 79 and Louder Elite Series. So some really good stuff there coming out of Donruss. As always, it is always full of hits. We've got Leprechauns. Metal got one. Thomas got one. Lou got one. Bill got one. And Angel got one. Congratulations, guys. We'll count those Leprechauns at the end of the night. Give you guys a chance at some giveaways. As what we got coming up next. Break number 3 of the night, 586. Yeah, I kind of figured that, Thomas, but thanks for clarifying. Congrats. We do have it on there, but I will, I'll make sure I got it written down. We gotcha. All right. So guys, we are done with our second break of the night. We're at the halfway point. We're turning to 586, a mixer of Donruss and Bowman. And then we're going to finish up with a half case of jumbos from 2021. So stay tuned, guys. We got a lot of cards to rip tonight. Get our teams back up there. There we go. All right. So for the third break of the night, 586. I'm going to do Donruss first. Let's stick on a Donruss roll and go with Donruss. We'll save Bowman for last. The hit counter on this one, guys, we've got Charlie Condon, the cover boy in Bowman, and Jesus Made, who's still a big chase out of Bowman. See what we can get is the first pairing. Then we got Connor Griffin from the Pirates and Jacob Mizorowski from the Brewers. Here's hoping for the Brewers spot, Brandon, that Miz does a little better in this break than he did in the last one for Steven. Empty box. The next one is Judge and Witt, who somehow found their way into Donruss, and both Judge and Witt did very well in the 3-box Donruss, so I would expect that spot to do well. And then the 2 phenoms from the All-Star game, Jacob Wilson and James Wood. So that is the 4 spots in the hit counter for this Donruss Bowman mixer. You guys tell us which of those 4 pairings you think is going to get the most hits in this break and what you think the total of the 4 spots is going to be. If you get one or both of those guesses correct, you're going to win a leprechaun or 2 leprechauns who are going to race for you guys at the end of the evening. The halfway point is going to represent once we start ripping Bowman. So you guys have through the Donruss to make your predictions. Keep in mind that I would expect to see more of Condon and Made and Griffin in Bowman than I would in Donruss. I would expect to see more Miz in Donruss, hopefully, and Judge and Witt in Donruss than in Bowman. And then Wilson and Wood are kind of a crapshoot either way. They're in both, but maybe more out of Donruss. So keep in mind there's going to be some extra of a few guys coming out of Bowman than Donruss as you make your predictions. And I'm thinking with those 8 spots, I'm thinking let's go for, hopefully we get to let's go 30 on the hit counter is our goal for this one. See if we can get that high. And as I rip through for this mixer, Brian, thanks and congrats on the Diamondbacks. Michael on the Braves, Christopher Orioles, Thomas again on the Red Sox, Ian on the Cubbies, Mark on the White Sox. Guardians, or Reds going to Brian, Guardians going to Matt. Michael with the Rockies, Chris with the Tigers, John with the Astros, Mark with the Royals, Robert with the Angels, Kenneth O with the Dodgers, Christopher Marlins, Brendan the Brewers, Michael with the Twins, Jason with the Mets, Gary with the Yankees, Brendan with the A's, going for Miz and Wilson, Tracy with the Phillies, Lou with the Pirates, Chase with the Padres, Thomas, the Giants, Mark, Mariners, Brian, Cardinals, Angel with the Rays, Jeremy with the Rangers, Mark with the Blue Jays, and Brendan with the Nationals. Guys, thank you so much again for grabbing those spots. Good luck to you on each and every one of those spots. I hope you guys are having a good week so far. It's Tuesday, but I got to tell you, it feels like it might be Thursday. It's been a busy, exciting week already this week, so I hope you guys are having a good one. If you guys are snacking on anything fun, let us know what you're snacking on in the chat. Let us know if you're having any fun beverages. Fun beverages can be alcoholic or not, so if you're having yourself a nice root beer float or something like that, give us a shout in the chat. Let us know what you're having. Let's get into this third break, 586 Bowman and Donruss mixer. We're starting with Donruss first. We've got Jim Rice. There's Jacob Wilson getting us going on the hit counter right away with James Wood. Kumar Rocker, Ryan Braun. Jake Peavy on the refractor for San Diego. Congrats, Chase. And look at that, guys. The first pack out of the last box was an Albert Pujols pink numbered card. And this one's going to come out Brian B as well. 10 out of 79 on Albert Pujols. So almost identical starts to Donruss. The first box in Donruss of the last break had a Pujols to 79. And this box, first box here, has a Pujols to 79. Congrats to the Cardinal spot. Colin Houck for the Mets. Luke Keyshaw. Luis Angel Acuna. Edgar Martinez. Cliff Lee. Chipper Jones. Ariarte for the White Sox. Johnny Bench on the milestones for the Reds. There's a spacer card. Aiden Miller for Philadelphia. There is Travis Bazzata for Cleveland. I almost put him on the hit counter, but he just doesn't seem to carry right now as much as some of the other guys are. Austin Wells, Evan Carter, Jim Cat, Pee Wee Reese. There's a refractor of Tommy Troy for Arizona, Brian. Spencer Jones on the optic for New York. Vance Honeycutt, Christian Campbell, Dwight Gooden, Jake Arrieta, Chase Young, Ian Kinsler, Colt Keith on the Optic, and Luis Angel Acuna on the Elite Series. For the Mets, Jason, congratulations. Neighbors, James Triantos, David Ortiz, Willie Stargell, Darren Baker. There's Bobby Witt Jr. for the Royals. So the Judge and Witt spot getting on the board. And we're going to get a numbered Ryan Braun for the Brewers spot. So there's a start for Brandon with the Brewers. That is Ryan Braun, 49 out of 199. 49 out of 199 for the Brewers. Bubba Chandler on the Optic Refractor for the Pittsburgh Pirates. For Lou. Kyle Teal, Kellen Lindsey, Jack Leiter, Adam Wainwright, Andrew Walters, Tim Hudson, Francona on the Chrome, and Tommy White is going to be a red numbered Unleashed to 99. 61 out of 99. Brandon, congrats. 61 out of 99 on the Unleashed. Cool card. Alcantara for the Cubs, Slade Caldwell, Bucky Dent, Frank Thomas, Connor Norby, Zebby Matthews for Minnesota, and there's a Mizorowski Silver Refractor rated prospect for the Brewers spot. Brandon, congratulations. So Griffin and Miz get on the board. Berlin Doty, Cleveland. DeBarge, Gonzalez, Arrighetti, Cal Ripken, Thomas Sajaci, Gianni Mize. We had an Andrew Jones for Atlanta. And then a Austin Wells Bomb Squad for the Yankees. Gary, congrats. Another spacer. Marcelo Meyer for Boston. Clifford, Ken Griffey Jr., Randy Johnson, Albert Pujols, Juan Marichal on the refractor. And there's an orange Jesus Mate, just like we had in the first break, to 199. 92 out of 199. Brandon, the Brewers, with 3 hits already for you. Congratulations. Mate to 199. And Condon and Mate are on the board. We got an auto, prospect auto, Kansas City, David Shields. Congratulations, Mark, on the Royal spot with an auto of David Shields. Nimala, Brandon Sproat, Buster Posey, Tony Perez, Junior Caminero, Mike Schmidt, Pedroia on the Optic, and there's Connor Griffin for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Lou on the Bomb Squad. So Griffin and Mate jump into a lead early on. Lomavita, Colson Montgomery, Mike Piazza, Michael Young, Jim Thome, Brooks Lee. We're going to have a numbered Dustin Pedroia to 99 for the Boston Red Sox. Pedroia, 52 out of 99 for the Red Sox. Thomas, congrats. Metal, I don't think anyone has won the scavenger hunt yet. It is still live. I believe there's going to be a new clue coming out soon. Kendall George on the Optic. Ryan Waldschmidt. Sloan, Jimmy Rollins, Jeff Bagwell, Yadier Molina, Ricky Henderson, Robin Ventura. Milestones, Barry Larkin to 199. Congratulations, Barry Larkin to 199 for the Reds. Brian B. Bryce Rayner, Blake Burke, Jordan Lawler, Catfish Hunter, John Smoltz. Cliff Lee on the laser. Now, Metal, I will say, Jesse is running with anyone getting to the final. And I obviously can't check messages while I'm breaking. So he may have told us that someone won it if you got there. But I haven't seen the messages yet. So
I don't think it's even possible. Yeah, I think some of the clues still need to come out.
yeah. Chase Burns for Cincinnati. But as far as I know, no one's won it yet. Brock Wilken for the Brewers. Brewers continuing to roll. Bradfield Jr., Clinche, Ozzie Smith, Nolan Ryan, Craig Biggio. Man, these are like identical boxes. Johnny Bench on the cracked ice to 15. Guys, this is crazy. So Pujols to 79, Mate to 199, and Johnny Bench to 15. It's like the same box. You guys you're not having deja vu. We're literally having like the same box. That's crazy. Congratulations to the red spot, Brian. Billy Amick on the clear for Minnesota. Congrats, Michael. We're still in the first box, so we haven't hit the second box yet. Spencer Jones Unleashed. If you're talking about the 3-box break, Nunya, we got a redemption in there, and then there was mem cards. Jesus Mate, so I think there was an auto. It was just a redemption. Jesus Mate for the Crew, and Griffin and Mate getting on the board. They're taking a lead. Cole Young, Nick York, Tejada, Pudge Rodriguez, Prince Fielder, Hessen Kjerstad. David Ortiz on the Chrome. Carter Holton, Theo Gillen, Dustin Pedroia, Andrew Jones. There's Dylan Cruz for Brandon. Pablo Sandoval, Jake Bloss, and Seaver King on a Diamond Marvels for Washington for Brandon. Yeah, I don't know. Were you counting the redemption? Because that counted in that as well. Sebastian Walcott for Texas. J.D. Dix, Jim Leland, Carlos Beltran, Pedro Martinez, Robin Ventura. Bryce Matthews for Houston to 250. Congratulations, John, out of 250. Billy Amick, Minnesota. Connor Griffin for Pittsburgh. Lou, congratulations. Griffin and Miz go to 2. Actually, we already had a Connor Griffin before, so I think I missed one on the hit counter. They're tied at 3 because we had the Griffin bomb squad, I thought. Ramirez, Jake Bloss, Francona, Cole Keith, Ariarty, Lou Gehrig. Milestones, Gary Sheffield for New York. I'll have to go back. Nolan, if you can go back, I don't. If there's 4, there's 4. But Nolan, can you check and see how many autos and mem cards we got out of Donruss, please? Yeah. Matt Shaw, Hurd. They do say per box on average, and sometimes Panini does that, but it might have been counting the mem card. It says, I think, 3 per box. So no one will count for us. Wilder, Gordon. But I pulled what I pulled, so we'll have to check it out. Campanero is a purple to 99. 86 out of 99. Congratulations. 86 out of 99 for the A's, Brandon. Willie Stargell. Noble Meyer, Ethan Salas, Hessen Kjerstad, Jake Peavy, Juan Marichal, Deion Sanders, Pedro Martinez on Optic, Mason Wynn, Diamond Marbles for St. Louis. Congrats, Brian. Owen Hall, Kalen Culpepper, Jackson Churio, James Wood, upside down again for Washington. Manny Ramirez, Eddie Matthews, excuse me. Chipper Jones on a laser for the Braves, Michael. Colt Keith, that's just like the first box as well. We had a numbered Colt Keith in the first box. 129 out of 199. Colt Keith for the Tigers, Chris. Oh, did you already have him team bag, Nolan? If so, don't worry about it. Brady House, Sussman, Rivera, Jackson, Roger Clemens, Hurston Waldrop, Carlos Beltran. We got a Coming Attractions. Ooh, this is one I would have hoped to have seen an autograph come through on. But Tink Hence for the Cardinals. This is a cool card, though. I like this insert. We don't see him too much. Coming Attractions, Tink Hence. Brian, congratulations. Ethan Anderson, Hagen Smith, Greg Maddux, Aaron Judge. Been a little while since we saw Aaron Judge. He was all over the first break. So was Bobby Witt. Bobby Miller. Carson Williams for Tampa Bay is going to be out of 250 on the red. So congratulations, Angel, out of 250. Trey Morgan on the optic. Jersey Kings. Kalen Culpepper to 49 on the purple. Kalen Culpepper to 49. Congratulations. Michael S. on the twin spot. Kalen Culpepper. Congrats for the twin spot. D-Mac, how we doing, man? Great to see you. Great to have you in. Dante Nori, Colt Emerson, Mike Mussina, Campanera, Sammy Sosa, Billy Martin, a chrome of Jimmy Leland. There's an Aaron Judge, Bomb Squad. Braden Montgomery and No Schultz, back-to-back White Sox. Finishes off the Donruss box, which does put us... Leo, what's going on? How you doing? We move on to Bowman, which does put us at the halfway point of the break. So it is time, guys, to get your predictions in for the hit counters. We are knotted up 3, 3, 3, and 2. So it is really anybody's game right now. We did not get a snack pack, unfortunately. That would have been sweet. It is anyone's game on that hit counter. There's our empty box. We've got Made, Condon 3, Griffin Miz 3, Judge Witt 3, and then Wilson and Wood at 2 for 11. So take your time now to make any updates to your hit counter predictions. Let us know which of those spots is going to walk away with this one. And also let us know what the total number of all those is going to be. If you get them both right, you get 2 leprechauns at the end of the night. If you get one of the 2 right, you'll get 1 leprechaun. And if you don't get any of them right, that's all right, because it's completely free to play. And you can just get on the next one for the jumbos and see if you can win some leprechauns there. Our leprechauns are going to give away. We got some packs of select baseball in there. So, guys, as I rip these packs open in this Bowman box, tell us what you think. If you didn't make your prediction already, make your prediction. If you want to update your prediction, update your prediction. You've got about probably 60 more seconds or so to get your prediction changes in. It has been a while since I opened some Bowman. Been about 2 weeks. We were doing the Bowman case breaks, and that was a ton of fun. It was a lot of sorting, but it was a ton of fun. And I've been missing Bowman. We were able to get our hands on a couple more boxes, and I said, we gotta run something Bowman. So I figured a Bowman and a Donruss made a little sense, and our Donruss box did all right. And now Bowman's going to take us home. And I was joking today when I was thinking about tonight's break, because when we did all those case breaks, I pulled every kind of hit we could pull out of here. The snack packs, all the other variations and autos and reptilians and yada yada. But the one thing I did not pull in any of those case breaks was a freaking anime card. And so I am really, really hoping that maybe I don't need a full case tonight. Maybe I just need one box of Bowman to pull an anime. Instead of doing the full case, we'll do one box and see if we can get an anime out of here. What's going on? We got Jeremy hopping in. Jeremy, how you doing tonight? And we got Vandal hopping in. How you doing, Vandal? Time to hit some Eduardo Quintero. We'll see what we can do, my friend. You guys got just about 30 more seconds here while I rip these packs. If you want to make your changes to the hit counter. The other thing I want to do, which I haven't done much plugging yet, is, guys, please, if you got a few moments, first of all, if you haven't done so already, please hit that like and subscribe button for us. Tell some friends about cardlines.com. And then pop on into cardlines.com and check out all the great content coming out of there. We're posting multiple videos a day, great content, investment advice, industry information and news, new release information, all that good sort of stuff. We do have a newsletter that goes out twice a week. Tons of videos that our own Jesse Haynes puts out, including the scavenger hunt, which to my knowledge has not been won yet. If you win that, you can win $100 in store credit to the cardlines.com web shop. Also, guys, please go check out our web shop. We have all sorts of basketball, football, and baseball products. We got supplies at under retail prices. Basically, everything we got on the website, you guys probably aren't going to find better prices anywhere. We're equal or under retail value in secondary markets. Again, we've got some older stuff. We got some newer stuff just posted up this week. 2019 Donruss Optic Blasters. You can use it if it's your first time buying on our website. You can use a code CL$5 shop, and it'll get you a $5 coupon off of your transaction of $25 or more. If you spend $100 on the website, you get free shipping. And for the rest of July, anyone that makes a transaction on our website, if you guys buy anything on our website, you're going to enter into a drawing that I'll do a special video for at the end of the month. That is going to be one grand prize winner of a $50 store credit and 10 more winners of $5 store credit coupons. So hop on that website, find some products you like, give them a buy, give them a rip, and then share your success stories with us because we love them. Here we go. Let's get into our Bowman box. And predictions are closed. Thank you, Nolan. First paper, Nibel Mariano, Braden Montgomery, Cody Bellinger, Tristan Casas, Walker Jenkins on the VIP for the Twins, a mini diamonds first Bowman, Nate Nankiel for the A spot, Brandon. Jack Lyons on the first chrome for Tampa Bay. Luke Sennard, Kyle DeBarge, Marco Torres, Jose Ramirez, Mike Trouts. We got a red shield, and it is Kumar Rocker. I do not know if he's even eligible for Rookie of the Year, but the red shields are still considered short prints, so congrats to the Texas spot, Jeremy. We got Nate McGowan. Any color there? Not much color there. McGowan first for the White Sox. Walker Jenkins for the Twins. There's Nankiel. There's a Jesus Mate for the Milwaukee Brewers spots. Congratulations, Brendan. And Mate and Condon take a lead. There's Nick Kurtz, Yordan Alvarez, Jackson Holiday, Christian Campbell, number 13. Robert Calaz, Humberto Cruz, first chrome. Owen Wild, Luis Pena first for the Brewers. Carson Bench, Ben Rice, Ezekiel Tovar. We got the die-cut Rookie of the Year candidate, Rhett Lauder for the Reds. Chenwei Lin, first chrome. Richard Maddock, first chrome. Slade Caldwell, paper. Perella, first paper. Malcolm Moore, Sagano, and Yamamoto Greatness loading, Spencer Schwellenbach. The rookie insert greatness loading for the Braves, Michael S. Chrome Anderson Brito and Blake Walters. Jack Lyons first, Anderson Brito, Top Hightower, Hi-Sung Kim, rookie for the Dodgers, Willie Adames. Number 60, Drew Gilbert for the Mets. Andrew Painter Chrome, Owen Wild first Chrome. Bo Walker, Peyton Ellis first, Montez Simeon. James Wood for Washington, Brandon. So Wilson and Wood climbing back up there. River Ryan. Rosario and a gold Zach Showalter out of 50 on the first. Chrome gold. Congratulations to the Cardinals spots. Brian B, 43 out of 50. Zach Showalter on the first. Sweet card. I love the gold cards. Ugarte first. Jack Penny first. Rosario first. Elvis Martinez. Corey Seager. JJ Weatherholtz. Collectibles. Store inserts. Congrats to the Cardinals again, Brian. Sunstrom on the first Chrome. Zaire Hope. Dylan Fine. Kevin Castillo. Esteban Gonzalez. J-Rod. Nick York. Luis Angel Acuna. Greatness loading. Yeah, the first means metal that it's their first official cards as a pro baseball player. So some of these guys get it really, really early on, and then you'll see and still have like now they have prospect cards like Christian Campbell. He had his first. Sometimes they have him in draft. So I think Christian Campbell had his in draft last year. So then now he just has a prospect card. And then once he gets called up to the majors and stays there long enough, then they get the rookie shield. There's Christian Campbell on the Reptilian for the Red Sox, Thomas. Slade Caldwell for the Diamondbacks on the first Chrome. There's Showalter again, Lopez, Cade Horton, Manny Machado, Jackson Churio. Jenske Noel on the Rockstar Rookies for the Guardians. Congrats, Mets. MLB is confused, yeah. Well, then they get service time, right? So they get called back down. And so sometimes you get like Ellie De La Cruz had rookie cards for what felt like 3 years, which I don't think anyone minded that. Hagen Smith, Stafura first Chrome. Bresnahan, Pineda, Sebastian Walcott, Lindor. There's Bobby Witt Jr. So Judge and Witt join Condon and Made. Walker Jenkins, number 2 for the Twins. Cabrera first, Lara first, Pan first paper. Josu Braceno, Cam Smith, Ozzie Albies. Zach Neto, Class A. Jackson Garcia first, Seaver King. Alex Mooney, Painter, Aaron Judge. So Judge and Witt take a lead, guys, at 5. Caden Dana. Christian Moore, greatness loading for the Angels. Robert, congratulations. And then we got an X-Fractor of Angel Urena, or the Hyper Urethra, for the Yankees. Congratulations, Gary. Sweet card for the Yankees. Angel Urena. Alex Mooney on the first. Mitch Jab, Stafura, Javier, Tariq Skubal, Chris Sale. Oh, our autograph for the Pirates. Lou, you get the autograph. It's a first mini diamonds of Sung Chae Chang. He's got a pretty cool autograph. Sung Chae Chang on the first auto. Not a bad one for the Pirates. Congrats, Lou. Suarez first Chrome. McAdoo first Chrome. Leo DeVry, Cabrera. Jet Caglianone. Corbin Carroll, Luis Roberts. Number 73, Seaver King, Jonah Tong and Jacob Wright. Arun Escobar Garcia, Bryce Rayner, Gunnar Henderson, and Adel Amador. Jackson Jobe on the Rookie of the Year die cut for the Tigers. Chris, congratulations. He might actually have a shot at Rookie of the Year. Petre on the first and Kendall on the first. Guerrero, Estrada, Max Clark, Snene Rafaela, Jose Altuve, Eldridge on the VIP refractor. Jonathan Long for the Cubs and Morejo first chrome for the Guardians. Santos, Dia, Calais, Jace Young. Speaking of Ellie De La Cruz, there he is. Vlad Guerrero, Will Simpson first, and Stafura is going to be a first wave to 350, 216 out of 350 for the Reds. Brian B, congrats. There's Christian Campbell, Walker Jenkins, Johnny Level, Rosarina, Connor Norby. Number 93, one away from number 92, which is my guy Ralphie. 93, Paulino Santana. Carson Benj, Zach Showalter, Loma Vita, Aiden Smith, Echeverria, Chapman, Sajasi, Pete Alonso, Paulino Santana, Urena, Janik, Cruz, Josh Knopf for the Brewers, Angel Acuna, and Zach Wheeler. Nick Kurtz on the VIP refractor. James Tibbs on the Reptilian refractor for the Giants. Congratulations to the Giants. Spot Thomas on the Tibbs Reptilian refractor. Bresnahan first. Conrad Cason, Jonah Tong, Suarez. Jonah Tong was in the Futures game too. I think he started. Nolan Arenado. Connor Norby, Rockstar Rookies. For the Miami Marlins, Spot Christopher. Guys, the hit counter, we're sitting at 5 with Judge and Witt. Can anyone catch him? Joseph, Johnny Level, O'Neill Perez, Petre, Kendall, Matt Olson, Kumar Rocker. Number 77, Angel Henao, Elvin Garcia, and Wen Huipan. There's J.J. Weatherholtz, Charles McAdoo, Fuentes, Jackson Merrill, Shane McClanahan, Freddie Freeman, Kadeem Diop first, Aiden Smith, and Hagen Smith for the White Sox. For Mark finishes off that Bowman box. So the anime elude me once again, guys. Here is our hits. We had a whole bunch of inserts and rookies and rated prospects and all that. We're going to get sleeved up for you guys. On the hit counter, we ended up with 15, and Judge and Witt, that is the closest the hit counter's been for a while. So we'll see if you guys all got who got Judge and Witt and who got 15. And I'll do a recap while Nolan tabulates that for us. He is working fast behind the scenes, guys. Connor Norby, you bet, Thomas. James Tibbs, Staffer to 350. Have a good night, Thomas. If you do want to stay and hang and make a prediction counter on the jumbo before you go, you're welcome to do that. If you do win anything, we'll get your extra stuff shipped out to you. Jackson Jobe, Che Chang on the auto, Urena on the X-Fractor, Christian Moore, Jensky Noel, Rockstar Rookies, Campbell, Reptilian, Angel Acuna, Greatness Loading, Weatherholt Collectibles, Showalter to 50, Schwellenbach, Greatness Loading, Made, Kumar Rocker, Red Shield, and Nankeel on the first mini diamonds for the A's. Out of Donruss, we got a Judge Bomb Squad, a Jersey Kings to 49, Kalen Culpepper for the Twins, Carson Williams to 250, Tink Hentz, Cole Keith to 199, Mason Wynn, Campaneris to 99, 250 Bryce Matthews, Seaver King Marvels, Spencer Jones Unleashed, Billy Amick Clear, Gianni Bench to 15, Barry Larkin to 199, Pedroia to 299, Connor Griffin on the bomb squad. David Shields autograph. Jesus Made to 199. Mizorowski on the prospect refractor. Tommy White to 99 on the Unleashed. Ryan Braun to 199. And Acuna and Pujols to 79 on the pink. Does it for that break. Nolan, do you have the hit counter?
It was just Angel.
Angel, you got one. Congrats. Angel was the only one that managed to get one on the hit counter, guys. So we got one more for you guys to earn on the hit counter. Again, if you guys had some fun with us on that break or the other breaks tonight, please hit that like and subscribe button. And again, if you guys haven't checked out our website yet, check it out and go grab something from the shop. Great deals, and get yourself entered in for that $50 store credit. We're done there. We now move on to our final break of the evening. We're doing 3 jumbo boxes of 2021 half case. This one's going to be a fun one, guys. Let's see what kind of hits we get in there. Let me get moved on. What I will say, guys, is for time purposes, I think I'm going to try and move pretty fast through here. As you guys probably all remember, 2021, the cards can be pretty tough to read. There's probably only about 10 to 15 names we're really looking for from base cards. And then we've got, of course, and then we've got all our hits we'll get, which I obviously celebrate those. We do get a box loader. I'm going to save that till the end. We do get 2 of our hobby exclusive packs. We're going to save those to the end. And there's the first box, emptied out. As we go through, let's first say thank you to Jason for grabbing the Diamondbacks, Brandon for the Braves, Jennifer for the Orioles, Michael for the Red Sox, Jason with the Cubbies, the White Sox, and the Reds, Robert, the Guardians, Steven, the Rockies, Jason, the Tigers, Angels, rocking with the Astros and the Royals, Stephanie C. with the Angels, Dodgers, Marlins. Jason with the Brewers. Stephanie with the Twins. Carson with the Mets. Roberts with the Yankees. Chris with the A's. Angel with the Phillies, the Pirates, and the Padres. Stephanie the Giants. Angel the Mariners. The Cardinals going to Josh. Stephanie with the Rays. Alex G with the Rangers. Jason with the Blue Jays. And Robert with the Nationals. I'll go half a box at a time. I kind of rifle through here. Buck Farmer, Aquino, Urquidy, Daniel Johnson, Varsho, Espinal, Paredes rookie, Pache, Danny Mendick, Mike Clevenger, Alex Bregman, Lazardo, Christian Javier is a good one, Spencer Howard, Frazier, Charlie Morton, Matt Chapman, Soria, Randy Brodnick. By the way, the hit counter. You guys play along on the hit counter medal. Good job going without me. The hit counter, guys, we've got Skubal, Otani, Judge, and Pujols. Straight up, which of those 4 guys can get the most in here and what the total of those 4 guys is going to be. A couple extra shots at some leprechauns. There's Lewis Brinson, Merrifield. Our first foil is going to be Willie Adames for the Tampa Bay Rays spots. Stephanie, congrats. And we've got Rafael Devers on a super short print. Congratulations to the Boston spot, Michael. Rafael Devers on the short print. Congratulations. Nolan. Sorry, when you get a sec, can you grab me like 2 standard top loader boxes, please? We got the Rafael Devers. Thanks, sir. The Rafael Devers short print, and then right after that, guys, we've got one of our autographs, and it's a great one for the A's. Chris, it's Jose Canseco on the 86 Topps autograph. That is a sweet auto. Jose Canseco. That's a 101! We did a 101, guys. Holy smokes, that Jose Canseco is a 101. That's the hits we're going for. Chris, my friend. Jose Canseco, 1 of 1. Look at that, guys. We did it. And that's the first major hit out of this half a case. We got a lot more to go. Canseco, 1 of 1. Holy cow. And we got Joey Bart rookie on the 86. Wow, that was awesome. Derek Jeter on the Platinum Players die cuts. Congrats to the Yankees spot, Robert. Sean Manaea, Chapman, Lorenzo Cain, Daza, Kyle Lewis Gold Cup, Stephen Vogt, Trey Turner, Austin Meadows, Gurriel, Kennedy, Shane Bieber, Betts and Bellinger, Machado, Brady Singer, Verdugo, Patrick Sandoval, Miguel Iglesias, Brewers team card, Yamaguchi, and Flaherty. Jake Bauer is now with the Brewers. Jimenez, Chris Davis, Freddie Freeman. I got upside down here. Let me fix them up. Rafael Devers. That's the normal Devers. This was the short print Devers. Ozuna, Sonny Gray. Mazzara, Austin Hayes, Robbie Ray, Robert doing it for fans with Jimenez, Goodrum, Ozuna, Santander, Nelson Cruz, Christian Yelich, Chris Taylor, Motor City with Miggy, Howie Kendrick, Buxton, Buster Posey. We got a gold foil of the White Sox team card, doing it for the fans. Congrats to the White Sox, Jason. Bryce Harper on the 86 insert for the Phillies. Congrats, Angel, on that. Bregman on the 1990, I think it's the 1994 inserts for Houston. Clayton Kershaw, Max Muncy, Zach Britton, Willie Adames, Shoemaker, Tatis, Matt Olson, Pirates, Riser, Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt, Braves, Twins, Rockies, Brett Gardner. Giants walk-off, Josh Bell, John Doolittle, Tampa Bay, Brewers. There's Juan Soto for the Nationals, Roberts, Oliveras, Jose Abreu, Berto Mondesi, Tariq Skubal. There we go. Hopefully one of many rookies for the Tigers, Skubal. Congrats, Jason, on a Skubal rookie. And we're on the hit counter, guys. There we go. Blackman, Peterson, Tejada, Ruiz, Ryan Mountcastle, Carlos Correa, Murphy, Brad Hand, Dubon, Tel Marte, Baez, Segura, Wong, and Santana. Andujar, a silver foil, Santander for the Orioles. Kirby Puckett for the Twins, and this is not Ken Griffey Jr. It's a Tufts history card. These inserts, I don't get them. Congrats to the Mariners spot, Angel, on this guy. You can use him as a bookmark. Calhoun, Salvi Perez, Elmora. I love that picture. Urias, Kepler, Luke Voigt, Cueto, Hewer, Alex Gordon, Davis, Denard, Yu Darvish, Yarbrough, Diamondbacks, Clayton Kershaw, Gurriel Jr., Lubob on the Gold Cup, Frankie Lindor, Hernandez. There's an Albert Pujols. I figured we'd see quite a bit of him. That's why I added him to the hit counter. Osuna and Taylor. Tyler Stevenson. Alvarez. Casey Mize for Detroit. Cisco Sanchez. Castillo. Anthony Rizzo. Severino. Max Fried. There's a Shohei for the Angels. Congrats to the Angels spot, Stephanie. Bieber League leaders, Foltowitz, Ian Happ, Joey Votto. Guys, we got a cloth card at the end of this. Yordan Alvarez, Nico Horner, Josh Donaldson, Avisel Garcia, Michael Franco, Tyler Glasnow, Luis Patino, and Brandon Drury. We have a gold foil of Mitch Haniger. Angel, you going to ride or die with 12 the whole way? Mitch Haniger on the gold foil. We got Marcelo Ozuna on the gold to 2021. 456 out of 2021 for the Braves. Brandon, congrats. And the cloth card, guys, it's Doc Gooden for the Mets. Carson, congratulations. Doc Gooden on the cloth card. I absolutely love these cards. I think they are so cool. And I kind of had a feeling, I really did. I kind of had a feeling like the Mets were going to get one of these tonight. Congratulations on the Doc Gooden Carson. That is awesome.
Remember, those count as hits.
Yeah, they count as one of the hits of the box, guys. Christian Javier. Shohei Ohtani on the Heritage insert. Congratulations to the Angels spot. Stephanie on a Shohei. And now we might be getting a little moving and shaking on the hit counter. Jay Bruce, Sogard, Malik Smith, Chapman, Paddock, Steven Matz, Marcana, Denzel, Haniger, Washington, Chicago. There's Vladdy with Toronto, Caleb Smith, Luke Weaver, Kiermaier, Gonzalez, and Wilson Ramos. Starling Marte. This one, we'll probably get more than one of these, but if we only get one, it's going to have to randomize off between the Braves and the Blue Jays. Workman, Bobby Dalbach, rookie. Duffy, Joe Adell, what could have been there. And this one always gets me because for Holiday, he's already got the striped sleeves, so every time you pull him in Holiday this year, you think you got a short print of him. Chris Bubich, come on. Bo Meadows. Bo Bichette, Future Stars for Toronto. Jones, Caldwell, Castellanos, Hearn, Tristan McKenzie, so skinny. JD Martinez, Rosario, Neris, Harrison Bader, Gordon, Gleyber Torres, a silver foil for the Mets with Pete Alonso. We got Joey Votto on the 86 insert for the Reds, Jason. Bryce Harper on the insert for the Phillies, Angel. Gonzalez, Woodruff, Whitley, Yastrzemski, Sanchez, Patrick Corbin, Tony Kemp, Sheffield, Biggio, Orioles, Rangers, Joey Wendell, get up again with Alonso, Mejia, and Mendel. Corey Seager on the World Series insert, Simeon, Tavares, rookie, minor, Walker Buehler, Mookie Betts, and Paul DeJong. So that's a half of a box. We got 3 boxes total. So we got a ways to go and lots of cards to pull. We got 4 on the hit counter. A nice Shohei Ohtani insert. A cloth Doc Gooden. And then a 1 of 1 Jose Canseco we got standing up there. So guys, that is a heck of a start to this half case. We've got a ton of cards. I'm going to try and just, I think, continue to pick up the pace each pack I go through. You guys tell me if you're okay if I I'm trying not to skip any names unless I really can't read them. If I don't know who they are and I can't read the name, it's probably not that notable of a player. But if I miss someone, let me know. I'll go back to him. Madrigal, Capellan, Alec Boehm's a good one. Gavin Lux, Iglesias, Bote, Plisek, Anderson, Quintana, Goodwin, Trevor Bauer, DJ LeMahieu, Perez, Kenta Maeda, Narvaez, Arcia, Jesse Winker, Evan White, Luis Garcia, Carter Kaboom, and Evan Longoria. A gold foil of Dylan Bundy. And we got Jackie Robinson on the 86. Stars in service, Pete Alonso for the Mets. Yates, Bradley, Pete Alonso, Guzman, Molina, Reese Hoskins. There's Aaron Judge. So everyone's alive on the hit counter now. Pollock, Dunning, White, Trent Grisham, Rodriguez, Dansby Swanson. Chatwood. There's Ronald Acuna Jr., Ed Escobar, Mookie Betts, Seth Lugo, Odor, Flores, Blake Snell, Shane Bieber, Matthew Boyd, Luke Voigt, Reddick, Brusdar Gratterall, Andres Jimenez, rookie, Justin Dunn, Monty Harrison, Joey Bart, Dylan Carlson. He was a big rookie back then. He kind of busted. Belak, Lorenzen, Belly Bombs, J.D. Davis, Tommy Frazier, Joey Gallo, Liam Hendricks, Colin Moran, and a silver of Matt Shoemaker for the Blue Jays. We've got 136 out of 499 green Gio Ursula for the Yankees. And oof, the centering on this one, not great. Robert, but congrats on a Gio Ursula, 136 out of 499. Probably not going to get that guy graded, unfortunately. We got a mem card here. Wilson Contreras for the Cubbies. That is player worn memorabilia for the Chicago Cubs. Congrats, Jason. So that is likely going to do it for our hits in box one unless we get a bonus. But we should get lots of inserts and numbered cards like this insert. Mike Trout for the Angels. Stephanie, congrats. And guys, this is not his real rookie, but it's a throwback rookie. Derek Jeter, how cool is that? Congrats to the Yankees, Robert. Mercado, Nimmo, Pearson, Vladdy Guerrero Jr., Aguilar, Odorizzi. There's Bryce Harper. San Diego team card. Williams, Renfro, Marlins team card, Dodgers team card, Padres, Jacob deGrom, Jack Peterson, Jacob deGrom again, and Shane McClanahan. Christian Pache. There's Miggy Cabrera, Plutino, Gonzalez, Contreras, Moreland. There's Mike Trout, Javier, Spencer Howard, Justin Verlander is one of my favorites, Garcia, John Means, Giolito, Galvis, Jones, Whit Merrifield, Austin Riley, Michael Taylor, Gio Ursula, Mejia, Kyle Seager, Stassi. We got a gold foil of Brandon Drury for Toronto, Jason. Gleyber Torres on the 86 for the Yankees. And then a die cut of Ernie Banks for the Cubs. Jason, congrats. Trey Turner, Alfaro Kinsler, Garrett Cole, Mitch Keller, Profar, Will Smith, Machado, Juan Soto, Tigers, Harrison, Ian Anderson, Dahl, Benintendi, Gray, Kemp. There's Trout in there. No Shohei on the Angels. Gaussman and Max Scherzer for the Nationals. Buck Farmer, Aquino again, Urquidy, Johnson, Varsho, Espinal, Paredes, Azuna, Santander, Harvey, Mendick, Clevenger, Bregman, Lizardo, Buster Posey, Frazier, Morton, Chapman, Sonny Gray, Bodnick, Lewis Brinson. For the Orioles, we've got Harvey, Cody Bellinger, and then another through the years Ken Griffey Jr. for Seattle Angel. Let's get a real Ken Griffey Jr. insert for you, Angel. Matt Olson, Sean Manaea, Chapman, Kane, Daza, Kyle Lewis, Vogt, Rockies, Brett Gardner, Meadows, Gurriel, Weaver, Bieber, Betts and Bellinger, Verdugo, Sandoval, Brewers team card, Jack Flaherty, Archer, Yankees team card. There's Miggy Cabrera, Plutko, Gonzalez, Contreras, Moreland, Mike Trout, Shane Bieber, Justin Verlander, Garcia, Means, Giolito, Galvis, Jacoby Jones, Justin Dunn, Riley, Taylor, Ursula, Mejia, Kyle Seager, Stassi, Bellinger, J.D. Davis, and Nico Goldrum on the gold foil. Congrats to the Tigers. Pete Alonso on the home run challenge. Unfortunately, I don't think this is winnable anymore, but it's still a short insert for the Mets. Congrats, Carson. There's an 86 Juan Soto. A through the years Acuna for the Braves. Alfaro, Kinsler, Cole, Profar, Smith, Juan Soto, Tigers, Harrison, Anderson, Archer, Yankees, Benintendi, John Gray, Angels, Giants. And that's going to get us into box number 2. Guys, how y'all doing? I got a lot of cards to rip here, so pop in the chat and tell some jokes. Get me going as I rip through these. Let me know how you guys are doing. I hope you're having a good night. There's another one of our box loaders. And there's 2 more of our hobby exclusive packs. We're going to do all those at the end, so we're going to have a lot of fire right at the end as well. There's empty box number 2. Another one coming. We got 2 more coming, guys. I don't know why. I thought this was a good idea to do 3 of these.
Not a good idea.
At the end of the night, no one was not happy when I scheduled it. But I said, you know what? I want to see if we can go quantity here and rip some big hits. And I got to say, in some ways, it was worth it, right? Because we pulled the Canseco 101, and we're still counting. So I think it's cool. We got to pull a 101, and we got a lot more to go. But guys, we've got we've got a lot of cards. So keep that energy going. Tell me what you got going on, guys. How's work going? How's life going? How's summer going? What have you guys done so far this summer? Let me know. Has anyone? No one answered me earlier. Did any of you guys get any of the basketball spots? If you did, let me know which teams you got. And let me know if you guys have popped into the website yet and checked out the shop. There's a lot of fun stuff in there. I know Angel got something off the website. So, Angel, thank you again for that. Pache, Cabrera, Gonzalez, Contreras, Moreland, Mike Trout, Javier Howard, Verlander, Garcia, John Means, Giolito, Galvis, Bellinger, J.D. Davis, Tommy Edman, Joe Gallo, Liam Hendricks, Colin Moran, gold foil, Jean Segura for the Phillies. Angel, congrats. We got Rizzo on the 86. And Willie Mays on a little through the years there. Kyle Lewis, Stephen Vogt, Trey Turner, Alfaro, Kinsler, Cole, and Keller. Oh, 2 more 1-of-1s. We could do that too. Let's hope, right? Shane Bieber, Dodgers, Machado, Juan Soto. I should have put Soto on the hit counter for Marty. Detroit, Harrison, Ian Anderson, Yankees team card, Benintendi. Angels team card, Buck Farmer, Aquino, Urquidy, Johnson, and Varsho. We are seeing a lot of the same cards, so I think I'm going to speed it up through. Espinal, Paredes, Ozuna, Mendick, Clevenger, Bregman, Lazardo, Merrifield, Riley, Ursula, Stassi. We got a silver foil of Lazardo for the A's, Chris. Johnny Bench on the 86 for the Reds. Stars in service, Derek Jeter for the Yankees, Robert. Shoemaker, Tatis, Shaw, Manea, Chapman, Kane, Braves team card, Twins team card, Rockies team card, Gardner, Meadows, Gurriel, and Kennedy. There's a league leaders, Juan Soto, Singer, Verdugo, Brewers team card, Flaherty, Bowers, Eloy Jimenez, Chris Davis, Freddie Freeman, Devers, Ozuna, Sonny Gray, Brad Hand, Austin Hayes, Sox team card, Goodrum, Frazier, Morton, Chapman, Soria, Dobnik. We've got a gold foil of Javier Baez for the Chicago Cubs. And then a gold out of 2021, 876 out of 2021, Oliver Perez for the Guardians. Congratulations, Robert, for the Guardians out of 2021. And we got another cloth card, guys. 2 cloth cards. This one's going to be, oh, Chipper Jones rookie. How cool is that one? Congrats, Brandon, on the Brave spot. The Chipper Jones cloth card. The remake of his rookie card. What a cool cloth card that one is. Congrats to the Brave spot, Brandon. Oh, Angel, nice. You got a couple basketball spots? Yeah, that's tomorrow lunch break, 11 Central, noon Eastern. Casey Mize, Tigers insert rookie. Don Mattingly for the Yanks. Luke Voigt, Cueto, Kershaw, Muncy, Adames, Yu Darvish. Nolan Arenado, Paul Goldschmidt, Osuna. Giants, Josh Bell, Doolittle, Tampa Bay Rays, Brewers, Dabin. Alec Boehm, rookie Gold Cup. Gavin Lux, Iglesias, David Boat, Lester, Marte. Hey, there's the second one of that one. So the Braves and Blue Jays will each get one of those guys. Lorenzen, Anderson, Quintana, Trevor Bauer, LeMahieu, Kaboom, Longoria, Miles Mikolas, Martinez, Rosario, Bader. A gold foil for the Blue Jays. Post-game's hand wash with Vladdy Jr. We got another home run derby. This one's Rafael Devers for Boston. Congrats, Michael. There we go. Shohei Ohtani on the 86 tops insert for the Angels. Stephanie, congrats. The through the year is a bat knob of Hank Aaron. How cool would it be to actually pull that card? That would be awesome. I love the bat knob cards. I've never gotten one. Bryce Harper, Kirby Yates, Bradley, Pete Alonso, Guzman, Yadier Molina, Hoskins, Marlins, Pollock, Trent Grisham, Clanahan, Ronald Acuna Jr., Escobar, Mookie Betts, Lugo, Odor, and Flores. Shane Bieber, Matthew Boyd, Luke Voigt, Reddick, Gratterall, Jimenez, Madrigal, Capellan, Monty Harrison, Navarez, Garcia, and we got an Aroldis Chapman silver foil for the Yanks. Out of 70, Brusdar Gratterall, the black border 61 out of 74, the Dodger spot. Stephanie, congratulations, Brusdar Gratterall, 61 out of 70. Sweet looking card there. And an auto, Devi Garcia, rookie for the Yankees on the auto. Congratulations, Robert. Devi Garcia, 70 years of baseball on the auto. Congratulations. Eddie Murray on the 86. Cody Bellinger on the 1989 Topps. Profar Smith, Nimmo, Pearson, Guerrero Jr., Odorizzi, Padres team card. Max Scherzer, Dodgers. Jacob deGrom, Doc Peterson, Jacob deGrom, Casey Mize, Sanchez, Castillo, Rizzo, Severino, Fried, Olivares, Tristan McKenzie. There's another Shohei Ohtani. So right now, Shohei is really just kind of setting everybody else down. Bieber would have been great to put on there. Fultonowitz and Ian Happ. Joey Votto, Brennan Drury, Ketel Marte, Javi Baez, John Segura, Colton Wong, Andujar. A gold foil of Alex Bregman for Houston, Angel. Congrats on the gold foil, Bregman. Scherzer on the 86 for the Nationals for Robert. Pete Alonso through the years. Corbin Kemp. Bruce Smith. Paddock. Wendell. Alonso for the Mets. Senzel. Walker Buehler. Mookie Betts. DeYoung. Caleb Smith, Luke Weaver, Kiermaier, and Gonzalez. Apologies, guys. I needed to take a quick little refresher there. We're getting into the second half of box 2, so that's going to mean when we finish up these jumbos, it's going to be time to think about the hit counter. One thing to remember is, well, the halfway point, we're going to have one more box, but we're also then going to have 6 Mojo packs, 3 51 box toppers. So there could be lots more to shake out. So think about the hit counter as we get through this a little bit here. You guys can make your final predictions, and we'll see who gets some leprechauns. There's one more, Acuna and Guerrero. Workman, Bobby Dahlbach, Joe Adell, Stevenson, Alvarez, Burroughs, Bo Bichette, Candelero, Castellano, Gleyber Torres, Donaldson, Garcia, Franco, Patino, Lorenzo Cain on the silver foil for the Brewers. We're going to have numbered 81 out of 499, Luke Voigt. Again, the centering. Top quality control on this box. But the Yankees keep getting hits. Roberts. Luke Voigt. 81 out of 499 on the green. And then right after that, we got a Pete Alonso Major League Material. For the Mets, Carson. You got a Doc Gooden cloth. And now you're going to get a Pete Alonso Major League Material. We got a little pinstripe in there for you on the Pete Alonso. Congrats, Carson. Joey Gallo for the Rangers. Willie Mays on the die cuts. There's an Aaron Judge. Gonzalez, Woodruff, Yastrzemski, Sanchez, Grisham, Rodriguez, Swanson, Orioles, Rangers, Seth Lugo, Blake Snell, Corey Seager, Leody Taveras, Capelon, Alec Boehm, Gavin Lux, Iglesias, Bote, Lester, Marte Anderson, Quintana, Trevor Bauer, LeMahieu, Chris Bubich, Kaboom, Longoria, Nicholas Martinez, Rosario, Bader. A gold foil for the Padres, Mike Clevenger. Congrats, Angel. Dylan Carson, this would have been a nice hit back in 2021 for the Cards. Barry Larkin on the throwback for the Reds. There's Bryce Harper. Pete Alonso. Yadi Molina, Rhys Hoskins. Marlins team card. Jacob deGrom. Ronald Acuna Jr., Escobar, and Mookie Betts. I am really surprised we're not seeing more Albert Pujols out of here. It's crazy. Shane Bieber, Boyd, Luke Voigt, Jimenez, Madrigal, Harrison, Bart, Carlson, Lorenzen, Moran, Maeda, Arcia, White, Winker, a silver foil of Javier for Houston, Clevenger for the Padres, Don Mattingly stars in service, Smith, Nimmo, Pearson, Guerrero Jr., Harrison, Anderson, Padres team card. Angels team card, Gaussman, Max Scherzer, Dodgers, Jacob deGrom, Jack Peterson, Jose Abreu, Garcia, Mondesi. There's Tariq Skubal. Thought we'd see more of him as well, but we will take a second one for the Tigers. Congrats, Jason. And Skubal gets up to 2. Blackman, Yordan Alvarez, Warner Peterson, Tejada, Ruiz, Mountcastle, Correa, Cruz, Yelich, Taylor, Motor City with McGee, Cabrera, Buxton, and Posey. Silver foil, Mitch Haniger, Yankees 86, Giancarlo Stanton. And Yankees 90, I think it's 92 or 94. It'd be 92. Mariano Rivera. Mats, Kana, Perez. Urias Kepler. Washington Sox, Blue Jays with Guerrero. Travis Denard. Clayton Kershaw, Gurriel. Luis Roberts, Lindor. Teoscar Hernandez, and there's another Albert Pujols. Pujols gets us to 10 on the hit counter as we finish up box number 2. Got going a little bit faster on that one. We'll see if we can get box 3 done as well. Hopefully I'm not going too fast for you guys. I usually try and go a little bit slower. But most of these cards, you guys have seen them all enough before that I don't want to dwell too much, especially on the names I can't read. There's our 51 box topper. One more of those. And 2 more of our Mojos. So again, we're going to save those to the end. And let's get out our packs from this last box. 3 jumbos. We got a couple cloth cards. Here's our empty box number 3. So guys, start thinking about your hit counter prediction updates. We're at 10, which I feel like is surprisingly low. I would have expected like 5 or 6 Pujols by now. Aaron Judge, I guess in 2021, he wasn't quite at a league leader pace yet. So maybe it's not surprised that there aren't as many judges in here. But I thought there was a few inserts with him in there. And then Scooball, I thought we might get a little bit more as well. But it looks like Otani's in a solid lead at this point. But again, guys, we never know who could get hot. Like I said, you could get the correlation. I think we've seen, Bobby Dahlbach sitting in there. I think we've seen 4 of him. So we could definitely see some things shake up here in this third box. Go ahead and get your predictions in. Nolan, give them about 10 more seconds and close it up. Sanchez, Castillo, Rizzo, Severino, Fried, Olivares, Abreu, Garcia, Fultonowitz, Happ, Votto, Alvarez, Horner, Peterson, Tejada, Garcia, Franco, Gonsolin, Patino rookie, Drury, Dubon, Marte. Then we have a gold foil rookie of Humberto Mejia for Arizona. Joey Gallo on the home run challenge. The Yankees are going to get another numbered card, 150 out of 499. Sticking together a little bit. 150 out of 499, Zach Britton. And the Yankees just keep slamming out the green, and they just keep being centered. Not the best. Robert, congrats on another to 499. Again, another one. Probably a PC one there, because the way that's centered, you're not going to be able to get it graded very well. But the Yankees keep knocking out the numbered cards. Luzardo. Ozzie Smith, the Wizard, on the die cut. Malik Smith, Crawford, Paddock, Matz, Kana, Calhoun. National Sox, Mookie Betts, Paul DeYoung, Caleb Smith, Luke Weegar, Kiermaier, Marco Gonzalez, Bobby Dahlbach, Duffy, Joe Adell, Stevenson, Alvarez, Casey Mize, Bo Bichette, Junis, Candelero, Castellano, Heath McKenzie, Shohei Otani. So he's going to keep strong. Let's see if he can get up to 10. What about a big Shohei box? Shane Bieber, JD Rosario, Neris, Bader, Gordon, Torres, Donaldson, and we've got a foil, silver foil of Yu Darvish for the Cubs. Jason, congrats. The Cardinals are going to get an autograph. 70 years of baseball, Series 1 autograph. Johan Oviedo. Congratulations, Josh, on the Johan Oviedo autograph. And the back makes it look like when you get printing plates. And how cool would that be if we had a printing plate? Congrats, Josh, on the Oviedo autograph. Alonso on the 86 Mets inserts. Buster Posey on the Archives insert for the Giants. We will definitely let that in, Lou. Whitley, Yastrzemski, Sanchez, Corbin, Bruce, Kevin Biggio, Rangers, Wendell, Mets, Mejia, Flores, Blake Snell, Corey Seager, Simeon, Taveras, Mike Minor, Walker Buehler, Gavin Lux, Boat, Lester, Marte. So there's a fourth one of those. So each spot's going to get 2. Workman, DJ LeMahieu, Perez, Bubich, and Bo Burrows. Baez, Arcia, Evan White, Winker, Garcia, Kaboom, Longoria, Mikolas. There's going to be another gold foil. I think this is the second gold foil of the Mets Get Up card we've gotten. Congrats. Verlander on the 86. Bryce Harper through the years. Pete Alonso. Molina. Rhys Hoskins. There's an Aaron Judge. Gonzalez, Woodruff, Pollock, Grisham, Swanson, Jacob deGrom, McKay, Ronald Acuna Jr., Mookie Betts, and Seth Lugo. Rougned Odor, Matthew Boyd, Luke Voigt, Reddick, Jimenez, Madrigal, Caperlon, Eric Baum, Joey Bart, Carlson, Lorenzen, Anderson, Quintana, J.D. Davis, Tommy Edman, Joey Gallo, Liam Hendricks, Moran, Kenta Maeda, Avisail Garcia on the silver foil for the Brewers. Numbered 1656 out of 2021 for the Astros, Angel. It's a Blake Taylor gold. Blake Taylor out of 2021. I think the Astros had another one of the out of 2021s for you. Barry Larkin on to 86. That's a cool one. That might be some kind of a short print. That's neat. Mike Piazza for the Mets. Nimmo, Pearson, Guerrero, Odorizzi, Harper, Kirby Yates, Padres, Marlins, Max Scherzer, Dodgers, Jacob deGrom, Peterson, Gio, Wilson Contreras, Moreland. There's Mike Trout, Shane Bieber, Giolito, Jacoby Jones, Justin Downs, Monty Harrison, Michael Taylor, Gio Ursula, Mejia, Cal Seager, Stassi, Cody Bellinger. And then here's a gold foil Avisail Garcia for the Brewers. Oh, this is a sweet patch. A spring training patch. Look at that Marlin of Cisco Sanchez. Congratulations, Stephanie. These are my favorite kind of patches. The big logo patches. Look at that Marlin fish. Stephanie, congratulations, Cisco Sanchez on the spring training patch. And that is numbered 13 out of 299. The cap logo patch. That is cool. It's cut off the cap too. What a sweet patch. Cap logo patch card, Sanchez. Sweet stuff. Mountcastle rookie 86. Vlad Guerrero Sr. for the Nationals. Kinsler, Cole, Keller. Profar, Smith. Tigers, Harrison. Ian Anderson. Yankees team card. Benintendi, John Gray. And Angels team card. Chapman, Kane, Daza, Lewis, Vogt, Trey Turner, Alfaro, Gurriel, Dodgers team card, Machado, Juan Soto, Brady Singer, Verdugo, Sandoval, Rojas, Brewers team card, Jack Flaherty, Archer, Urquidy, Daniel Joseph, Varsho, Espinal, Paredes, Pache, Miggy Cabrera, Clevenger, Bregman, Lizardo Javier, Spencer Howard, Justin Verlander, Charlie Morton, Matt Chapman, Lewis Brinson, Mayfield, Austin Riley. We got a silver Chris Davis for the Orioles. Chipper Jones for the Braves. We got the cloth card of him earlier. And the bunt 20. That one, that's technically a random card. I don't think that really probably registers to anyone. We're just going to randomly throw it in one of the teams on there. Gonzalez, Woodruff, Whitley, Yastrzemski, Sanchez, Corbin, Kemp, Bruce, Biggio, Orioles, Rangers, Wendell, Mets, Mejia, Flores, Snell, Seager, Simeon, Tavares, Mike Minor, Walker Buehler, Bobby Dalbach, Danny Duffy, Joe Adell, Stevenson, Alvarez, Casey Mize, Sanchez, McKenzie. There's a Shohei Ohtani. And Topps is really flipping these upside down. It's driving me crazy. There's Ohtani, Shane Bieber, Bader, Torres, Max Muncy on the silver foil. We've got out of 25 guys, Daniel Johnson for the Guardians. That's a bookend break, guys. 1 out of 25 own the camouflage gold. 1 out of 25 for the Guardians, Robert H. Little bookend break, sponsored by Cardlines Breaks. 1 out of 25. Donnie Baseball and Albert Pujols. So Pujols finally shows up again. We got 3 packs left of this half case, and then we've got our Mojos and box loaders. Sogard, Smith, Crawford, Paddock, Matz, Kana, Calhoun. Nationals, White Sox, Blue Jays with Guerrero. Mookie Betts, Paul DeJong, Caleb Smith, Luke Weaver, Kiermaier, Gonzalez, Ramos, Clayton Kershaw. Castillo, Rizzo, Severino, Fried, Olivares, Abreu, Garcia, Fultonowitz, Happ, Votto, Alvarez, Horner, Peterson, Tejada, Donaldson, Garcia, Franco, Goslin, Patino, Drury, Mattel, a gold foil of Robbie Ray for Toronto. Congrats, Jason. Christian Yelich on the 86 for the Brewers. Congrats, Jason. And Stars in Service, Frankie Lindor. Selby Perez, Almora, Max Kepler, Luke Voigt, Cueto, Clayton Kershaw, Travis Denaw, Yu Darvish, Diamondbacks, Pirates, Gurriel, Luis Roberts, Lindor, Teoscar, Albert Pujols, Urquidy, Mondesi, Abreu. There's Tariq Skubal. Congrats for the Tiger spot, Jason. We've gotten quite a few Casey Mize. And now another Tariq Skubal. Arenado, Jake Bowers, Jimenez, Mountcastle, Brad Hand, Austin Hayes, Baez, Nelly Cruz, a silver foil for the Orioles, a patch card of Miggy Cabrera, game used memorabilia for Miggy Cabrera for the Tigers. Jason, how about that one? Congratulations, my friend. That's a sweet one. I'll take that one any day. Miggy Cabrera owned the patch card. Game used memorabilia for the Tigers. Great hit. Evan White, this would have been a big one in 2021. And then Pedro Martinez owned the die cuts. One more patch to go. We We got Muncy, Britton, Adames, Tatis, Olson, Arenado, Goldschmidt, Braves team card, Twins team card, Rockies team card, Gardner, Giants, Josh Bell, Doolittle, Rays, Brewers, Juan Soto, Chris Davis, Freddie Freeman, Rafi Devers, Ozuna, Sonny Gray, Aquino, Robbie Ray, White Sox, Goodrum, Ozuna, Santander, Harvey, Mendick, Yelich, Taylor, Cabrera on the Motor City, Kendrick, Buxton, Posey, gold foil of Josh Donaldson for the Twins. Numbered card, 61 out of 70, Joey Gallo on the black border for Texas. Joey Gallo to 70 for Texas. Alex G, congratulations. We got Bo Bichette on the 86. And then Thurman Munson on the 70s throwback. Great stuff out of there. Okay, guys. Whew, we just got through half a case of those jumbos. That wasn't too bad, guys. It was only about 45 minutes there. Not too bad. Thanks for bearing with me on those. We had some great stuff. I'll do a recap of some really cool hits. But we've got these guys to go. We're at 16 on the hit counter. The first one's Shohei Ohtani. Look at that. So Shohei is probably going to cement himself on the lead there. And Shohei Ohtani, we do have, I'm pretty sure I've got sleeves for these guys, but we'll make sure we get them taken care of. Shohei on the box topper. Congrats to Stephanie on the Angels on that one. I don't know why they split the pack in the middle as well on these for such long cards. Next box topper is Frankie Lindor, and that's for Cleveland. So congratulations on the Francisco Lindor for the Cleveland spot, Roberts. And our last box loader, that's the way we wanted it, is Mookie Betts for the Dodgers. So Stephanie, congrats. A Shohei and a Mookie Betts, and then a Frankie Lindor. And we've got all of our mojos now to finish it up. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us tonight. Remember, don't go anywhere just yet because we've got some leprechauns to run on your behalf. And we got a few more cards left to go. But I want to say thank you to you guys for hanging with us tonight, grinding through some great baseball breaks. We pulled some great stuff tonight, and so awesome. Just been staring all night, or all break here, at that 101 that we pulled really early on in the night. Jose Canseco 101. How about that? And lots of other fun stuff. So I hope you guys have had a good time tonight. We do appreciate you guys so much. We could not do this without you. Please do us a favor and help us grow this network. As we've mentioned, we did manage to climb above 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. And we only want to go up from there. So if you guys can help us out with that, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure you sign up for our newsletter, all that good stuff. Go check out the store. We got Byron Buxton for the Twins. Yordan Alvarez for the Astros. Lou, it's going to be 11 Central, 12 Eastern for the basketball break tomorrow. Frankie Lindor for the Indians/Guardians, Roberts. Ronald Acuna Jr. for the Braves, Brandon. There's the Rip the Excitement poster packs. Casey Mize, rookie for the Tigers. Christian Yelich for the Brewers, Jason. Paul Goldschmidt for the Cardinals. Congratulations, Josh. We got one turned around. It's going to be Josh Donaldson 26 out of 75 on a purple for the Twins. Congratulations, Stephanie, on a Josh Donaldson purple mojo out of 75. Oh, I almost forgot. We got to celebrate those. 75 on the Josh Donaldson. Another one of those guys. The Beebs, Shane Bieber. Clayton Kershaw for the Dodgers. Stephanie. Luis Garcia, rookie for the Nationals. Monty Harrison, rookie for the Marlins. One more of those guys. Chipper Jones, mojo for the Braves. There's a base Josh Donaldson after the out of 75. Bo Bichette for the Blue Jays. Trevor Story for the Rockies. Stephanie, congrats. Open the excitement. We got 2 more packs. Belly Bombs for the Dodgers. Congrats, Stephanie. Chris Bryant for the Cubbies. Jason. Rafael Devers for the Red Sox. Michael. Yeah, these mojos are sweet. The 86 version. Hey, Clayton Kershaw to 99. 52 out of 99 on the green for the Dodgers. Congratulations, Stephanie. That is a beautiful Clayton Kershaw, Mr. 3000. Last rip open the excitement nonsense. Hey, there's a second Christian Yelich for the Brewers. Jason. A second Paul Goldschmidt for the Cardinals. Josh. Rookie Devi Garcia for the Yankees for Robert. And the last one is going to be Jorge Soler for the Kansas City Royals. And one more of those guys. All right, so we got our box toppers, Lindor, Betts, and Shohei. We're going to get those probably taken care of. We had 2 or 3 piles of inserts and gold foils and silver foils. And rookies, all those guys are going to get properly sleeved up and taken care of. We got all kinds of mojos again. Soler, Garcia, Goldschmidt, Yelich, Devers, Bryant, Bellinger, Story, Bichette, Donaldson, Jones, Harrison, Garcia, Kershaw, Bieber, Goldschmidt, Yelich, Mize, Acuna, Lindor, Alvarez, and Buxton. We'll go through our hits. We got Kershaw to 99, Donaldson to 75, Gallo to 70, Cabrera game used, Skewball, Daniel Johnson was out of 25. The awesome cap patch for the Marlins of Sanchez. That was to 299. Houston to 2021. Oviedo autograph. Britton to 499. Skewball. Alonso patch. Voit to 499. Garcia auto. The Yankees did well. Gratterall to 70. Otani. Chipper Jones. Cloth patch card. Guardians to 2021. Contreras mem card. Ursula to 499. Again, the Yankees did well. Otani inserts. Dwight Gooden on the cloth patch. Azuna to 2021. Skewball. And the Rafael Devers super short print. And of course, the one of one, Jose Canseco. Finishes off a fantastic evening of breaks. We got Meadow, you did double up. Lou and Angel each got 1. So that's going to do it for the breaks again, guys. Appreciate y'all. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. And I've got 4 select packs that I'm going to give away. So let's get our leprechauns up. And guys, thanks for hanging out with us again tonight. Thanks for giving me a little bit of that boost of energy. All those jumbos. Let's get 30. Get those off there. And we got... Greg got one. Lou. Angel. Bill. And Metal. In break 2, we had Metal, Thomas B, Lou, Bill R, and Angel got 2 in that one. Not Angle, Angel. All right. And then finally, Metal doubled up. Lou got 1 and Angel got 1. So guys, 15 of them in there. You guys got a pretty good chance. Let's clear it. Let's run it for 14 seconds. I'm going to run 2 races. First place and second place each time is going to get a select pack. So here we go, guys. Good luck. I'll remove the winners each time. So we should have 4 different winners. 8 seconds left. Who's going to take it? We got Angel pushing up front. We got Metal pushing down below. Congrats, Metal. Metal, he took first place and managed to take second place. But unfortunately, you can only win once. So Thomas B going to get a pack. Actually, I'll just going to run it again. And Metal and Thomas each got a pack already. Good luck for the next 2. Again, I don't mind ripping it all, Metal. Happy to do it. I think we might have a live auto in these packs somewhere. So that would be awesome if we pulled it for you. Look at Angel. Angel says, give me one. Congrats, Angel. And second place was Lou. So Lou, congrats. Leprechauns, thank you again. Head back onto the stables. Get some Skittles and beer. Lou, you got a select pack coming your way. Angel, you got a select pack coming your way. I'll rip it if you're still on and want me to. Thomas, I think you signed off for the night. You got a select pack coming your way. And Meadow, you got the select pack. We're going to ship it to you, but I love that you always ask me to rip them. I don't mind it at all. See if we can get that auto in here. What do you think? First up, hey, we got Ken Griffey Jr., Xavier Isaac, Noble Meyer, and no auto. But we got the premier level, Brandon Sproat for New York, along with a Ken Griffey Jr. There we go. All right. So, Meadow, we're going to give it out to you. And Angel is still on, ready to rip. I'm happy to do it. Here we go. Get Meadows in there. And Angel, which one was yours? There you are. Angel, of course, will get these shipped out with you as well, my friend. We got Jim Palmer, Bob Gibson. Hey, there's Aaron Judge. And there's Uncle Bud Selig on the orange. So it's kind of an old-timers one, if you will. Palmer, Gibson, and Bud Selig. But then you got a Aaron Judge in there. So we'll sleeve up Uncle Bud on the orange for you, Angel. And we'll sleeve up Aaron Judge. Then I will get him ripped out to you guys. So congrats. Thank you guys for playing along on the hit counter. Congrats on your spoils. We'll get them shipped out to you guys. And that is going to finish up a fantastic baseball evening. Again, thank you guys all so much. The autos got, yeah, Lou's probably got the auto, right? So much, guys. We appreciate you. I hope you could rip. Oh, Lou said I could rip?
Yeah.
Where's that? Hey, Lou. All right. Sorry, Lou, I missed that. I was zoning out there. All right, Lou, let's get it. Does Lou have the auto in there? I swear there was one because there wasn't a fat pack. So someone's got it. Here we go. Max Anderson. Carlos Beltran. Dylan Cruz. And River Ryan on a rookie, red, white, and blue. So, If it's in there, it's either in. I've got maybe one more pack over there that came out of the box. It's either out of that pack or it's out of this one going to Thomas. But we'll sleeve up River Ryan for you, Lou, and get that shipped out with your stuff. And we've got basketball tomorrow, guys. We've got baseball and football on Thursday. We've got some more baseball on Friday. And then again next week, we've got mixer night on Monday. We've got baseball on Tuesday, or football on Tuesday, baseball on Wednesday, and football or baseball on Friday. So we'll see y'all tomorrow. You guys have a good night. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. We'll see you soon.